Okay.
Why
So
is Ottawa
you
one?
have been kind of in a position where you had found a group of intrigue of sorts above ground, and you had been tracking them a little bit um, throughout certain parts of the above ground, namely around the Scribe Academy. You kind of saw them from a distance, and they seem to have managed to defeat some kind of automaton. Um, they then quickly left that position, and you kind of was in awkward circumstance due to it becoming very clear that in between you and them was quickly going to be a large grouping of basically armored creatures, or more so, what seemed to be armor that was moving on its own. Um, you had managed to follow them a little more awkwardly through that, but ended up kind of uh, pushing back and kind of slunk into a different section, kind of hoping that you could meet them underground and track them from there. However, this ended up being a little awkward, but you ended up taking your time. And a day later, you ended up finding them again in the underground. Um, you managed to, at a pretty decent distance, kind of track them, looking at footprints and other things. However, this became kind of clear that there were other groups down there besides just your own. Um, in addition, you had already kind of separated from some people that you were traveling with. However, from what you had heard of them, you did have enough information on the Big Clan to know that they were likely some of the people down here, and that they had interest in some kind of egg of some type of monster.
Hmm.
Either way, to finish up a little bit, you have now kind of slid around in such a way that you've gotten kind of lucky, and it's starting to become a little dangerous position. As in, you have kind of slid along as like certain battles have taken place, and it's become clear that now uh, the group you had been following, although it was split up, has reconvened along with some other people. It seems like now there's a much larger group than you had fought earlier. But if you were to go directly back the way you came, you likely may run into some problematic people. So you're in an awkward position now.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yes.
So move forward, find out of character our party, or move back and find the party I abandoned.
That, or the possibility of a group of two people which seem to have fought one of the party members and someone else. It seemed to be those two people, like oh that's right. That party member, the two party members or two people in the party was a woman in armor and then a bluish fairy of sorts. And those two you had like gotten a little bit ahead from of the uh, fairy, or more so just by happenstance, and did see some of their fight, but you kind of moved back, and eventually the uh, fairy had kind of moved in your direction, and you were able to slink up to the wall to kind of hide. However, now you're unclear if back the way you came are the enemies that they were fighting still, and farther back you believe to be some of that other group, the some of your old party slash the Bake Clan.
I think she would move towards whichever group is larger because it is easier to blend in with a crowd, even if they are not a full crowd.
Yes.
Like they'll all be
And
distracted doing their own thing.
additionally, in terms of a larger group, it looks to be that like those two people I mentioned had along with what seemed to be a dragon-like creature, has grouped up with a grouping of strange red salamander-like critters, and you can hear down the like what seems to be a river of sorts, um, movement and voices that sound like that rest of the group you're basically following, making it clear that they're about to convene. And with that group that's about to with that group from the south, as in like going up a river, there sounds to be like a kind of larger presence, as if there's some type of big thing like making splashing noises and or perhaps stomping, or at least has a large, body mass to produce like that kind of effect.
Yeah, I still think she's gonna move towards the larger group, but like just try to keep an eye on them from afar, avoiding sight still if possible.
Can you see your character?
Yes.
On the map. Okay. You could get the idea. I'll move you a little bit closer. You would get the idea that you could possibly. It's unclear if you immediately kind of like openly went out and introduced yourself, you'd be attacked or not. You're not clear on that. But they do. It's also possible you could kind of stealth in a bit and get extra close before things could get too bad. It's also clear not exactly clear how much time you have before the rest of the group comes in. So it could be easier trying to like convene with some of the people beforehand. Well, meta-wise, I don't think Victorian's here yet, so do whichever which.
I mean, do I have to convene with them? I feel like she would still want to keep distance on their mark.
Okay, you could still keep distance. That's fine too.
Yeah, that's where she's at. Is like, she's not going to engage unless she absolutely has to.
Okay.
Also, giving more time for Victorian to get here.
In this moment, would you like to since you're kind of trying to hide a bit, do you want to kind of slink along the walls or slink behind a wall portion?
Against the walls.
Okay. Would roll a stuff check.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 28.
Okay, so you're kind of doing pretty well.
Yeah, a little good. I'm doing okay. With
and
the
I'd
28,
say
I'm doing
that
okay.
your robe of sorts kind of helps. Like you're able to kind of manipulate in a more natural way, as in like with your hands and whatnot, to kind of pull at this parts of it to kind of cause it to wrinkle in ways that look kind of like the natural stone, and that's part of a way you kind of just hide, along with the fact that it's dark and like it would kind of bleed into the shadows a little bit. With that in mind, the other group, you guys have kind of head up the stream, and in the distance you had heard sounds of the fire newts sorts upstream. Additionally, to your right, you had seen what looks to be bits of ruin or catacomb or something. As in the first, since this you've been seeing, you've been just in like, natural caves of sorts. Okay. We can start here formally, or we can wait a little longer for Victorian.
I'm back.
Okay. I had just asked if you guys wanted. Oh my god. I had just asked if you wanted to like start here. I just gave a basic description of like where you guys have kind of gotten to. If you guys want to start here or to wait a little bit for Victorian, but we've already kind of waited like 60 minutes. I assume they'll be here soon. I doubt they'll be here. Like if they're an hour late, I'd be surprised. Since that's not what Tad implies.
I wouldn't mind waiting like another 5 minutes, but anything past that, I think we just start.
Well, the main point, I mean, yeah, we can have some discussion with that group, but
The reason I was gone, by the way, is because I heard a loud noise and I was worried my brother had hurt himself.
Oh. Okay.
Understandable.
Well, it's you don't have to. It's not. I just didn't know you. It's fine. It's not an issue. Okay. We're still here. I think I've waited long enough. So as you guys group up and kind of head up the stream, as I said, you guys notice this kind of bit of a ruin or so over here. It's not definitely, but it's possible that could be the area the giant was talking about. At least it seems like it could lead into a catacomb, but it's also possible it's something else. You aren't sure. Additionally, as I've said last session, you would have heard the voices of that sound like, at least to you, the fire newts, and you guys would have been familiar with Zlamu. Another one of note was Nark. Some of you had met in the cave underneath the castle, and they were with another fire newt. Who I just used a basic token at the time, but I've since gotten a better one named Jambo, who is more who had some armor of sorts. Nark was the herbalist of sorts, and at least maybe like an alchemist of some kind, I'd say. As you move up the river, the giant's kind of pulling you a bit, and then kind of stops a bit, unsure what to do what's like up ahead, and then they kind of look in this direction. And additionally, you see Claire Cardine, the girl that had went with Victorion, kind of standing along the part of a riverbed, looking at you guys and waving. Moritar would have finally gotten off of the giant and is now on dry land.
For clarity, I don't see jack shit. I don't have dark vision.
Really?
I can see up to here. So what you're describing is not what I'm seeing. So that's what they're seeing. I don't react at all. I can't see them.
How did you get louder?
I'm sorry.
Damn. Shut down.
It's fine. I'm allowed to bully him.
Okay, Moritar, I've been questioning for a long time if they should emit light, and I'm gonna put some light on them. Okay, so they have a little bit of
we've
light.
gone over this literally every time.
Yeah, how much? Like, I think at some point I should have you emit more light because it makes more sense. But
I mean, a torch does like 30 feet. I feel like that's probably fair for a person made on fire.
yeah, I kind of had it be that like the idea is like their fire's kind of contained a little within like their helm mostly, and it's not really that fully lit. But yeah, at the same time, I probably should.
In full steampunk suit, our fire's gonna be gushing out everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna set it to 10 low light and 5 bright light, maybe? That seems okay.
Sure.
Got like
Do
a
you think I should
little.
do a little more?
It's got like a little valve which adjusts it, like a small little like emergency light, like flicks
Yeah,
on.
like a kerosene heater.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, more it's. Wait, before you go, are you fine with that, or do you want a little
Yeah,
bit
I'm
more?
fine.
Okay. With that in mind, Norlis, you can't quite see Claire Cardine, but Moritar can, and Abaddon can. And the giant would now come out place like sardonyx now and kind of look at the group. But Claire Cardine would wave at you, Moritar, and also wave at Abaddon as well. Wave at the group, kind of looking you down.
How deep is this stream?
This is a far bit upstream. It looks like you could probably like wade in it. Definitely. This seems like it's pretty far upstream. This particular pool's like, you could probably like maybe the deeper parts of the pool, like certain parts of the pool, like around here, might be like, I don't know, like 6 feet deep maybe, but most of this is like, and some of this is 5, but a lot of this is more like, around like 3 feet or so of water, and then
Okay, I was asking for clarification. Moritar has a ring of water walking.
Okay.
So
So
unhappily moves there to get a better
so
visual.
Garconia kind of continues to wave at you and then like speaks up. We got the egg back. Sorry, we got the egg back. Kind of. It hatched.
Who's there?
Me.
I was more asking the guys next to me. Who is that? Oh, Claire.
The one that ran away.
Right.
Right, dude.
Well,
Grab my hand, mate.
No, I can see it. I only have a torch. I couldn't see her that far.
we've convened with some apparent allies of yours.
Allies? Who? Describe them.
amphibious,
Oh,
orangish
oh,
red.
Wait,
oh,
what?
it's them.
What?
Uh,
Where are they? Where are they?
You directly see both. You know, them. You see now, kind of have a good what's that? Oh, yay! Okay, both in here a second. You see the Zlamu right there, kind of who looks at you guys, kind of excited, especially excited to see Nornalis, as well as the Narc and some of the other ones. It seems to be there's not too many. Like there's about like 8 in total. But you know, it's which you weren't expecting that big of a group, but this is basically the remnants of the like fire newts who kind of were able to escape from the castle through the waterway, which seems to be this area. Okay, Victorion. So you had been you had gotten back to this basically had survived your combat from last session, and with Claire Cardine you had continued through kind of down the path a bit, and had gotten to a area with several different directions to go, meeting with a group that you were kind of familiar with, but they're enough, which is the fire newts, some of which you would know a bit more about than others, mainly Zlamu. And you guys had been waiting for probably like a little under an hour or so. So if you wanted to have done a short rest here, you can. Victorian, it would have been independent of the short rest that the rest of the party did.
Sure thing. That way, we're not at different.
Are you on your phone or?
Yes, I'm on my phone currently. I'm moving to my computer.
Okay. Additionally, the party has now gotten to your position. Climbing, and they seem to be with a creature. That appears to be. You can see kind of. No, let's see actually. Yeah, now that you can kind of, since the hatching, you've kind of felt a little different.
Mhm.
And assuming you have your dark vision on, you
Yes.
would be able to like see, to at least to some degree, that large creature,
Oh,
which
okay.
appears to be a rather like large humanoid, probably the largest humanoid-like creature you've seen. I think. Well, yeah. Well, actually, sorry, I take it back. You saw the other giant. But yeah, so I guess this is the second time you've seen a stone giant.
Oh yeah.
And now we can get back to stuff. So Nornalis, you notice Zlamu's waving back to you, and Zlamu's like also right in front of Abaddon, who's like run up to Zlamu in excitement.
Zlamu, lad, how are you?
Good.
What are you still doing
Ish.
underground? I thought you were retreating back to the cave, no?
Well, the waterway kind of only went one direction. It was the force of the water was too intensive. It was best to just go with the flow. We were always kind of expecting to come down here. Honest to God, it was rather tight for a while, but we got through. Sorry. Honestly, so let me just say that. I kind of.
You don't have to stress the voice. You're fine.
Okay. Honestly, it wasn't. It was kind of tight at points, but basically the water was going one way, and we couldn't really fight the tide really well, or the stream, or I guess whatever word you want to use.
The current must have taken you. Oh, that's too bad. What do you plan on doing now?
We're not fully certain. We have a couple different ideas. And he points to kind of Narc, who is slightly more like, I guess, a higher leadership position to some degree. Who then goes, we have considered scouting out a little bit around here. We're not sure how good it is to stay in this position too long. we'd like to get to the surface per se, but we're also a little worried of the dangers that that place has if this is under Vetberg. We would like to not get to the. We'd like to get ourselves back to Mount Ball if possible, but we do feel that we're probably deep enough in these tunnels that we may be close to something of use, or at least we've heard the rumors of that sword, and it may be of interest to us. If not, we could maybe help you in your conquest, since you've helped us so much in the past.
The sword, do you mean Tiefling?
I think that's the one.
Yes, I do believe that some of us here are in search of that sword as well, for their own necessities and use.
Yeah. When we first came out, we saw a group kind of pass through here, and we think they may have been looking for it, and it went down that ruiny path. We don't really know where the other paths lead, but we aren't too confident of them being too significant other than this one, because we hadn't seen too much traffic come that way. Obviously, the pal Victorian and whoever came with them, and also that the dragon. I'd say a dragon. I was gonna call it a doggy, but it's a dragon, especially now. Came this way. I mean that way.
I can't see it. It's so funny.
Just be able to.
Well, we have heard some noises mildly up in this direction, but it's been mild. Oh. But we have heard a bunch of like weird, all sorts of strange things coming from kind of the south along the into those ruiny bits. We mostly held this position though.
Right.
We did see some spiders, but we kind of pushed them out of the way and pushed them we pushed them kind of northward, I think, but it was hard to tell.
Victoria, and your token is right here. If you can't see where I'm pinging, you might need to scroll out on the map.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I didn't. Did they mention something about not being able to see big token?
Yes, they said they can't see anything.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh. Where'd they go?
Right.
Yeah.
I won't lie, it's dangerous down here. Are you certain you want to continue to pursue this? It might just be safer to try and fight the current and swim your way back up.
Yeah, that'll be a while. I don't know if we can. The current kind of propelled some of us. Honestly, we're not confident. We could try. We may have. Honestly, we lost a couple, 1 or 2 people that through that way anyway. It was pretty dangerous, I'd say. Either way, I mean, we could try. It's just a bit harsh. I mean, well, rather harsh. I mean, honestly, I think if I don't see us succeeding well with that, and just to be wasting time and what resources we have.
Well, you know your limits better than I do, I suppose. I'm not certain how easy it is to find the surface from here, frankly. It's been arduous just getting down to where we are by foot.
I mean, they did go by river, so,
There may be... We think it may be easier at certain parts. We think it possibly could be easier during different seasons per se, but because we think water levels could be relative to that, but we're not going to stay here that long, so I don't know. We could really try, but I just don't have good confidence. The conditions are pretty nasty, and it really does propel you a bit. It's not. It's hard to explain. It's like moving through areas of groundwater to some extent, if you know what that is. Because it's water in the ground, but different than this water in the ground, you know?
I can't say I do, but I do trust that what you say is difficult.
We have gone through. Have had folks head in Vetberg before, so we have some understanding of the general happenings of things. Do you have any idea of what part of Vetberg we might be under currently?
We passed by a ruins earlier, but I'm not certain where they were, what they were. I believe Abaddon and Sardonyx might have had a better idea. That is me alluding to the fact that I failed my history check and they did not.
Yeah. Abaddon, what structure might that have been?
Man, it was like it was. If
It was the Paladin area. What you guys think was the what you think may have been the Paladin area of Tyr.
Right, it was something with Tyr. I think it was something with his temple. I think. I look.
Temple.
The Paladin
We know
area?
there's a temple of there's a something temple and that's north. We know there's something with Tyr in the name that's like really far south in the city.
I think Nautilus just figured it out. What was it, mate?
That was the Paladin area.
Yeah, that was it. Well, no, it's not that far back. We can go back and visit it.
Yes, we certainly. I must do that.
Like right now, we found Slam. Right?
No, that's high on my priorities. Lots of terms there I'm seeking to recover.
I will mention, Victorion, when you kind of had followed the route of the people who had stolen the egg, you had gone through chambers the party previously had been in, so that might have you might have a little bit more information in terms of how to get to certain places from here, considering you had gone down the a southern in the kind of the first chamber you guys kind of started in, well, once you got into the proper underground, a tunnel on the far I guess lower right hand side of the screen is where you had gone down like the fellows and then continued going getting you to this chamber. So if you went down, but if you basically on this screen, if you went back westward, you would get back to that area, which technically kind of has a way to get to the surface, which is through that weird crypt thingy. And the underground of the and that secret underground of the inn. That was a long ramble, sorry.
No, you're good. Wait, and where would that be?
The idea is it would just be in this area, like from where you came from, it would be this way. It'd be like towards back the tunnel you came from. As in, you would have to get to this room, Brian. You would have came from this way. You would have came from the west.
Also, how's Claire holding up?
She's doing better. Her head seemed a little wobbly as she walked around, but she seemed a little more normal. She did seem to kind of twitch her fingers a little bit, and you'd kind of noticed it she's wearing armor, so it's hard to tell specifically, but it kind of looks like some goo kind of pulsed out a little bit for a second, but she looks a bit, she mostly seems alright. Albeit she does seem to be a little not worried, but a little anxious. It looks like.
Okay.
Even
He'll probably periodically just hover over there and just kind of give her just a once over just in case.
Well, I guess back to Narc. Do you have any idea how to get to the surface from here? And any guesses? Because we had some ideas that there are multiple routes, but we're not sure what to try.
Well,
we can hold our own to some extent, just not amazingly.
Oh, come on, give yourself some
Jumbo's pretty
credit.
on its own.
I think if we go back towards the direction that we came from, we might find a way towards the surface.
And that would be... Oh, you came from? We could try that route.
Yeah, I would encourage us to be wary of people that may be in that area.
I mean, if we are underneath the planetarium, that might be the quickest way to the surface.
Most certainly. Don't think that's where
We could also
the...
go that way. And additionally, if you would like at least one of our guards, or maybe perhaps Jambo, maybe, if you wish, as he seems to be a little jitty and eager to slice things, we could muster that. But we'll be fine going either the way Victorian suggested, or perhaps south to the that paladin area of Tyr you mentioned.
As long as we get out of here, the underground has, it's overstayed its welcome. I'm beyond places where I would favorably like to be.
Wait,
Are
you saying you want to go with us?
Oh, I was talking to the rest of the group. Oh, wait, are we still staying? Oh wait, we're still staying?
Well,
That was the plan, yes, you lot came down here in order to get the sword tiefling, no? That's what I've been assisting you in the endeavor of.
and also possibly finding that dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah, the dragon is kind of a big concern.
The dragon is a very big concern. And I have recently been humbled, but I'm more than welcome to make an attempt.
Speaking of which...
Also, who was going to tell me that I can't negotiate with people?
Huh?
Who was going to tell me that I'm bad at negotiation?
Oh, I'm not well versed enough in your social aspects to have told you that.
That's fair.
Wait, why are you bad at negotiations?
Claire kind of looks up. I think I'm sorry, I think they're hinting at the fact that Moritar kind of shit up and they did what they can on their end.
But why is everyone dogging on Morita?
It's not Moritar's fault for the most part, besides, barbecuing two surrendering creatures. But not the point right now. You know what? I can get over that. That's fine.
Wait. Rewind. Surrendering?
I mean...
Oh, right, you don't speak that language. Yes.
That was a language?
Yes.
So there's this thing that people do, I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called the French or something?
I heard that.
It took me a moment.
I have a French culture in this setting, or we could get crazy and that she knows French people, but that's just not beyond the realm.
No, that was a joke. The French surrender.
I know.
I would just love the idea that just like there's this ancient Norse mythos thing, everything's going all crazy with the adventures, and then France is just there.
Yeah.
Just like modern day France, just like off on the side doing their own thing.
Yeah, now they would belong in an apocalyptic hellscape.
there is a French-inspired place, and I did have an idea for someone to show up from there, but I'll keep that hidden for a while.
Yes,
It's okay. I'll prepare my French accent for his.
Because I will say it was very stereotypical.
Abaddon, they were trying to surrender. The first lizard creature asked that we leave, and Mortar said, "I'm not having it," and killed them. And then, similarly, conversation broke down between the second lizard creature and Mortar. Yes.
If it desired no conflict, it should have talked to us instead of waiting to ambush us.
Okay,
Its children had been stolen recently. I cannot fault it for lashing out at creatures in which it thought had stolen them. So, I do not find fault with their order of operations. Yes, no. Yes, Abaddon.
Oh no!
This is why language is very important.
We don't speak fucking common. It's called common for a reason. Not everyone speaks gargle.
Abaddon, we are underground beneath an ancient city. We're not in a very common place now, are we?
Oh, come on. We've been in weirder situations.
I've not.
I mean,
what
we
do you
did
mean?
find...
This is the strangest place I've been in my life.
So we're
I've
in the
traveled much,
giant
do
metal
you?
thing that tried to kill us all?
I spent the
We're
last
in the
60
giant metal
years
thing
in
that tried to kill us.
Oscarval. I just recently went out this past year. This is very new to me. Everything's very strange. Everything's very scary.
Alright, nonetheless,
I'm
let me
barely
explain
20.
to you. Nonetheless, let me explain to you how common of an occurrence this is for us. I wrestled with a fire midget and got killed by Ace.
I was there for that one.
And you understand that this is commonplace for us.
I don't love it. I'm not going to the front. It's not the healthiest of lifestyles.
Well, we're all still moving.
Oh, so barely.
Oh, come on. Now you're just getting picky.
I mean, if you're all worried, you can count how many wounds you've got.
Well, let's start with the light ones. I don't feel my toes anymore. I'm pretty sure one of my lungs has collapsed. I'm missing an eye, but that's from childhood. Emotional damage. I still haven't gotten over my fucking bird, thank you very much. I still miss my bird.
Oh,
My
I'll
bird.
find you a new bird. I promise you. We'll get you a bird.
No, I don't want a bird. I want to kidnap Slamu. Come here, boy.
Get over here.
I'll put your little fancy hat. Alright, enough distraction. Who are we killing?
No one. We're deciding on whether or not we're going to pursue Tiefling, which, to my knowledge, was hidden within the catacombs beneath the city, or we could pursue the dragon, which is located further underground, to my knowledge. If my knowledge is incorrect, may God tell me now, because I'm not certain. Ian, am I correct?
Ian?
I'm talking to you in character, out of character. Is my statement correct? Because I don't fully recall.
Shit, I just fucking spaced out for a second.
I said our two options are going into the catacombs, where is at the base of the catacombs is where Tiefling is supposedly at, or we could go to the dragon, which is located further underground. Those two statements are correct to my knowledge.
What was the other place? What was the other thing?
A dragon deep beneath ground, further underground.
So you had been given the understanding, especially from the most recent giant, that Tiefling and the dragon are in the same room.
That solves the problem where we're going.
So it's more that
interesting. I could have swore you told me the exact opposite last session.
No, there was a misunderstanding.
Okay,
okay.
The whole idea. Okay. Yeah. So the dragon horde and because that's what I said, and you're like, no, I think they're in the cat. I think there was a miscommunication. Okay, understood.
Yeah, I think there was. I was trying to get the thought that big pit you saw before is not where the dragon is. That's what might.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Mortar, I think he's gone mad.
Wait. Okay. Zalamo kind of speaks up. Just to confirm, so we could either go this way where Victorian came from, or south where you guys came from, and we'll eventually see some ruins if we go south?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do believe that's correct.
Would you recommend that or the other place?
Well, we've explored neither. Wait, Victoria, you say you came
Okay, so the place that I went from has some very scary people, but they seem to only be focused on me. So you should be fine.
Well,
from?
That
Oh,
sounds very subjective.
voice of the wind. Which direction are you coming from?
Oh, hold on, let me do it again. It's here, right? Am I crazy?
yeah, it's this way, yeah.
Yeah, this way.
Versus you guys, some of you would, Claire Cardine would kind of speak up and say, from my understanding is, at least on the above ground of a Paladinarian tier, that's a place a lot of people thought the sword was, or at least something, and that place apparently was and might still be a battleground. I think that's also where several trolls went, and I think that's when I was above ground. I did see the troll, that very large one near that area. So
I like how Hale's just here, like, just lurking
I mean,
on me.
so I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, wait,
seems
I
like
really. Oh.
maybe not the
So,
safest place, but it could have died down and might be safe now.
I'd
So,
argue,
simple solution. Don't go near there.
yes,
Yeah,
I'd
no,
argue that even if it is safe above ground, I guarantee nearly no one's gone into the section you would go into, and with how deep underground it is, I'm almost certain there's traps and protections against travel through there because there's likely things of value. And I guarantee setting off one of those traps would mean instantly departed from this mortal coil. I believe objectively the safest route for you lot would be to go to the direction that Victorian traveled through and hope that you don't run into the fellows that they chase down.
Oh, quite the contrary. I want to rip them fucking apart.
Why?
I appreciate it, given that, never mind. Player is fine. I just like it for the sake of...
I'm sorry, did they do something?
They stole a pet. You might not get it, but those things are like a fucking soul to you. Lose them and you'll lose part of yourself. I get the fear that Victoria was in.
Oh no, I wasn't aware that had happened. In case people forget, I don't see well down here.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even see Victorian leave. They were just suddenly gone, without a word.
So two people stole Lisa's egg. That's why she's not in that egg anymore. Two people stole her, and I decided that that's not happening. So I ran.
You didn't think to get her
Let's
attention?
just say I was humbled.
Well,
I wasn't thinking.
I can't fault that logic. I think I'd be in a similar fashion myself, yes. I cannot fault that. Okay.
The new group seems to have taken your advice and let you guys talk a bit, and then starts to move off towards the direction you guys.
I just love the phrase "the Newt group." That makes me
unconditionally
happy.
Oh, Newt group.
Yeah.
I thought they were just saying
What?
NEW, like the new group.
No, the Newt group. I
Oh.
love the Newt group.
I'm so glad that that's not what you heard. I thought you heard
Did
something
you-
else entirely.
Nude group? No.
Could this... Yo, okay.
Did anyone take them
Can
up
I
on their offer or
rename-
no?
Yeah, fuck it, we going.
Oh, I am bolting back into this little nook.
Wait, where are we going? I thought we were
Actually,
going
Nuke
further
group is
underground.
leaving this area, and the Nuke group was gonna, like, well, you guys had pushed the idea that the Nuke group shouldn't follow you guys deeper in the catacombs and should go off and leave on their own because of danger.
Yes, Abaddon, where are you
also-
going?
Uh,
That's not the direction.
I wasn't gonna kidnap him, Salamu, I swear.
Listen, they're very adorable, I know, but You need permission. You need to ask.
They're sentient creatures.
They did also offer one of them to help you if you wanted.
No, he exclusively wants Lamu.
one of them was Lamu probably would stay good. There was one that looked a bit like more fighty than the others and had some armor and looked like they might be a bit tougher, but also that person could be helpful for their group to keep them alive.
Just know,
Yeah.
I believe
they kind
we
of
should let them
wave
stay
and
together.
Lamu's like, "Bye, Nautilus. Sorry for interrupting," and they kind of start to head out.
No, you're fine, lad. Take care, please.
Abaddon just salutes them as they walk by.
Okay. And they start to kind of head out. Hazel, you want? Should we use your? I'm gonna continue with your previous stealth check.
Yeah, I'm like planting, like I'm like fully on the ground, just like blending into the rocks. I think.
They don't notice you, and they keep heading.
are you-
heading down.
Okay. I'm just letting you know my passive passive perception is 20 at the moment.
Cool. I rolled a 28.
Perfect. Cool. Heard understood.
Wait, are you actually in this
Yeah.
room?
Well,
Or somewhere.
above
Maybe,
table. Yes,
who
I am
knows?
I am on the same map as you guys, and I can see some of you.
Oh.
I
Sure,
can see from where I am currently standing. I can just barely see Sardonyx,
Damn, you got hella fucking sight. Holy shit.
and I can see something
Yeah.
that you just moved up next to Sardonyx. The extent of my
Wait.
vision, even though you guys can triangulate off it, I don't care. I can see to this point right here.
Holy shit.
They
60
have
feet, baby.
the same kind of vision that like most of you guys have. I think it's no more than it's just normal dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just very blind is what it is.
Is this
It's not
really-
that
we
impressive.
don't have any drow here. Right?
This
Crazy.
really 60 feet? This
Yeah, it's
actually, hang on.
No, wait.
I am seeing 120 feet.
I give you 60 feet
I-
of dark vision, of night vision.
So here, let me.
Or
I don't care about
someone
my
might
vision.
be. Someone
60.
could possibly be glowy, and I think Moritar's glowy, so that's extending it.
yes.
That's probably it then. 'Cause, yeah,
And
I
there's
can
a
see to
torch.
here, and then all the way out here is 120.
Damn!
So I can only see 60, but there's something further creating light.
That's my torch.
Okay, my bad.
The giant finally moves up a little bit and looks to you. What are you arguing about?
Just discussing
Hold on.
which way to go. Not necessarily an
You can-
argument.
They say that in common, and they kind of look a little awkward saying it, but then they try to speak. They say that start speaking giant again. Sorry, I don't know that much in common. Did I insult you by accident?
I do not speak that language. Abaddon, help.
As the giant speaks giant, Abaddon sort of scrunches his face a little bit and holds the side of his temple and says, No, you didn't offend any of us. It's all right.
Oh,
We're just
good.
discussing how to move forward.
I'm in the understanding that ruining bit down there will be where I will go. I want to make something clear. I will travel with you through that area. I don't know how safe it is, but I'm in the understanding that my people, or at least certain travelers, can get by and without bothering the dragon, and that they will let us pass. However, what I do not want to do is to ruin that reputation. If you are to aggress the dragon and fight it, and I am there with you, the dragon could then decide to not permit others in the future of my people to use that passage. I don't want that to happen. I don't know if we could kill that dragon, but I don't know if we should. I don't know if it would be moral or righteous to do such a thing.
I do not believe that killing is on the tables. Right?
We can try
Moritar?
talking to it.
That's perhaps, but
Oh wait, no,
I'm-
I didn't say that. I don't know what they're saying. I lied, sorry. I don't speak giant.
I do. Which I don't think anyone has noticed which has never come up until just now. So, Victorian starts speaking partially broken giant to the giant, and you guys, watch for the first. You've never seen him speak in this language before. He's just like. Whatever giant sound like. I don't know what giant sound like.
I was looking forward to what's about to happen.
Just say just talk German.
I just talked German.
No, German is crazy.
Junge, was laberst du?
Nein.
Ganz einfach.
Yeah,
Deutsch ist ganz einfach.
that's what it's where it's
I think I have a song in German on here. Let's see.
Du
Not-
hast.
Oh,
I fucking love it. I'm trying.
Just start playing Ramstein. That's you speaking giant.
oh, that's not it. I think I had
Der
for some reason I think I did, but at one point I'm looking at.
Tut mir nicht
either way,
leid.
What I'm basically saying is I may consider either going before you or waiting after you, perhaps, or perhaps going, in order for me to not be associated with your decree. However, if you can convince me otherwise, I may stay with you and help you if things get bad. But I need you to convince me that that you're capable of whatever you may mean to do, whether it be. I don't want to. Combat with the dragon is not something I would wish. But if you could, that may be part of it. But the other bit is if you can show yourselves of those who are truly capable of extending one's heart out to one another and able to truly communicate in a way that's meaningful. I do not know if you have that capability.
Mortar's just gonna look at Nautilus and just be like, I don't know what they're saying.
Oh right, I can't respond. I was about to respond again. Oops. Yeah, Abaddon and Victorion, it's all on you guys. I can't talk here.
Ironically, I know what they're saying.
Victorian realizes that Norlis has no idea what's going on and will kind of slowly float up to Norlis and start translating in his ear.
Victorian, you take the lead on this one. I'm not feeling so good.
Okay. Me talking to the NPC. Okay, well, so here's the thing. The idea was to try and reason with the dragon. Because I agree, not very moral to kill it. I had some ulterior motives, but the ulterior motives happened because of alternate circumstances. She seems to be doing fine. Anyway, so now I don't really have those ulterior motives, but nonetheless, I still think it would be useful to retrieve the ancient weapons. Just for the sake of, safeguarding them. And also, we still don't have a foolproof plan on stopping, Pew. So I think we could get away with talking to it. There's got to be something we could trade with it, or just some way to reason with the dragon, right? Like, in theory.
I was told that the passageway along the dragon has, along up to the chamber and in the chamber, does have quite a few bodies. That's something I do know.
Okay, but none of those bodies are us. Just saying.
I would like to mention something else. You mentioned ancient weapons. That's something of interest to me in an indirect way, as in, it's obvious to me that not only you have them, some of you are them. You have a drake of sorts, which it has aspects of something I've heard of long ago. You see, we believe that long ago there was another world tree in our world besides the ones. There was obviously the one in Stel, the one in Fashingo, there was one in Grund, and there was one here in Elkin. However, there's two in Elkin, and we believe that to be Yggdrasil. However, long ago, when the world was young, Yggdrasil left and went to a different plane. But we believe that there was a drake of sorts which twirled along the branches, or more so the roots of the world tree, or of that world tree, of Yggdrasil. Something of frost. Something that would be equivalent to the permafrost that tree would experience. And I believe that creature is what I am looking upon currently, or at least it's young, or that of it being born again and new.
One second, and the Jordan turns around, so hurriedly, like, translating as much of that as he can to the group, and then points at Issa. Moritar, I think we have our solution.
I could be
Throw
wrong.
the
on
dragon
that.
into the volcano?
Oh my gosh. What is it with you and wanting to hurt defenseless creatures?
It's a pastime of ours.
That's my other thing I've noticed. You have a fiery rage within your group. I can see it.
Yeah,
It is
we
that of
quite
flame, of
physically have it.
dragon, and giant, and I'm gazing upon it now, as she looks at Moritar. Just
Yeah, it
looking
really
at you, I
isn't.
can understand the circumstances that you were born, yet your essence is something that parentage cannot fix.
Yeah, it's just angry. It's just rage and fire and brimstone, and it's just raw. It scares me. I don't like it.
I'm
Can
assuming
Mortar
you've said
speak
that in
giant?
common.
I'm about to say, wait, no, I sent it back to the creature in giant. Can Mortar speak giant? Or did Mortar
No.
not hear it? Perfect.
It's an awful lot of slander.
It does translate what the giant said, but it doesn't say what he responded.
Just... I think you're not wrong.
I should mention, I was hoping you would recall what I was relating to. I believe that creature to be possibly Nidhogg. However, I could be wrong. It could be Fafnir, yet another creature. But if it was Fafnir, then that's a dwarf. But I don't think it's Fafnir. Perhaps I was misunderstanding. I was merely saying that draconic beast from which you have maybe Nidhogg. I was just relating to the word. Sorry, I just kind of got it sidelined. Simply put, looking at that fire is unhelpful to my conscience, I would say. And I look away from Moritar. I don't fully know what my opinion on Suitor is, but that they have creations which can exhibit fire in its truest form, which is that of destructive qualities, but I think that destructive quality may be a more personality aspect. I could be wrong, I do not know you greatly, but that's what it comes off to me. But obviously you're not made of that alone.
I obviously translated all of this. So we're on the same page.
No, I want a final answer. What is your argument for why I should come with you set foot along with you directly in the dragon's chamber if we get to...
We're trying to win this thing over? I haven't...
Right, okay, listen, it boils down to trade. And convincing the dragon that it would not behoove them to do battle with us. Those are the two criteria we must meet in order to not do battle with the dragon. We must make a trade in which is amicable to it and be enough of a threat to not have it just want to kill us and take our goods. Those are the two criteria that we need to meet, and should we fail to meet either, we will not be able to get what we want and potentially not be able to avoid battle with the beast.
Like, how big is this dragon?
Do
Or
a
try, like,
yep,
gesturing, like
persuasion check.
size, like little hand.
Do a persuasion check.
Who?
Mornalis. Oh wait, no, wait, no. You never mind, because you're not speaking. Sorry, never mind. I
Yeah.
was gonna say because I forgot it can't speak. It can't understand common, so it can't directly speak from you. So you'd have to have someone convene that to the giant.
That was me talking to the group necessarily, not necessarily the giant. But yes. Do we have something in... I don't have much of value. Most of what I have of value currently is what Moritar graciously bought for me from the traders at the docks. I don't have much of value beyond that. I know we've come across a few weapons. Anything that any of you would part with in order to obtain Tiefling? Abaddon?
Boy, I need some time. I can't think right now.
Is this entire conversation happening in common?
Currently, yes.
Common slash
so-
Currently,
giant.
it is.
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't
Just-
switched to any other languages. We don't have like a secret communication code between
I mean,
us
we
yet.
all could speak in Primordial except for Abaddon.
Skill issue.
No, because you told me not to.
He's just holding his head in fucking pain right now. Like he's not in talking.
Moritar's gonna like tap Abaddon with like a no push.
Are they dying? Are they good?
Yeah, it's
Nah,
not.
it had to do with 2 sessions ago.
She's gonna like tap Moritar. Not. She's gonna tap Abaddon with like a push and healing.
That might help.
I'm now down to 1.
Ian, how tall are the ceilings in this room that they're in?
They kind of vary a bit, but I would say like around in this room, I would say it's like 40 feet up.
Okay.
And this is probably one of the bigger rooms you've seen by far.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if now's when I want to make my entrance.
Moritar's going to sit down and start rummaging through their bag of holding.
I could suggest. Wait, actually, guess you've been doing a comment, so it's gonna wait. So the giant kind of looks at you and then starts to, stammer about a little bit. It's not impatient per se, but it is, perhaps it's trying to, use the river rocks to kind of scrape off some like gunk on its feet or something, or it's more. I believe that's what it seems to do initially. Then it kind of moves it down a bit and kind of leans against the wall. I could merely go alone, by the way. I just thought I would be nice to, I don't see anything wrong with being around with you. It's just, I don't want to ruin my chances. They kind of say as you're discussing stuff.
So ultimately, we mean that dragon no harm, but we do need it.
Okay, most of us mean the dragon no harm. I think Moritar will find any reason to get it provoked, though. I think if it makes one wrong look at us, it's just gonna barbecue it.
I mean, how big is the dragon?
I don't think you heard
That's
that.
a
I think they were
great
speaking in
question.
giant.
It's a very confusing mix of giant, not giant, and something in between called French.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's just what French sounds like.
I said that one in common. I wanted Moritar to hear that one.
I mean, like, how big is Center?
Do we know? I didn't know there was a dragon down here. I'm afraid my information is rather limited.
I did like a whole radar thing like a couple days ago.
It didn't mean you told us.
Yes?
I don't believe you did.
I thought that was part of the
Well,
reason you
some
came
people-
down here.
You might be right. I might be misremembering.
They did tell some people because there was a big discussion I think one day. Where
Okay.
It was like, oh, now we have this
This would all-
information. We should plan things along in that regard because
This also
it
does
hadn't
feel
hatched
like it
yet,
would
so
still
that was always
happen
an
in
idea.
character. There's also this like it's still happening character.
Alright,
This is like 500. He just forgets things sometimes.
Alright, people, let's get this over with. Do we want a verdict? Do we want the giant to help us, yes or no?
It would
Please,
certainly
yes.
help, yes.
Alright, that's
We
two
don't
for
even know where
yes.
the
When
dragon
you're good at
is.
talking to people, I know Ace was, but Ace is.
He doesn't seem keen on leaving his lab. I'm not entirely certain why.
Who knows, maybe he's just tired.
What?
Do a Arcana check.
Whom?
Anyone who's holding the lamp.
That's only Abaddon.
Really?
Only one person can hold a lamp. Or needs
Nah.
to.
Also,
Give it to
I
the
just like
one
to
I
say
can
that
do.
Do Arcana
the
check.
only person that can talk to people, aka our bard, is not here. And I think that's rigged. I think this is rigged.
You think that I asked Sardonyx not to show the session for this reason?
Absolutely, specifically because you didn't want to give us the giant. It's rigged.
Brush his hair out of eyes with my +9 deception.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for my moment.
Well, you can I mean, the Arcana is relative to the Okay. Abaddon, it feels kind of cold and but also it like weirdly cold, but also it feels like it has a slight rattle to it. It's weird. It doesn't. It's a very odd.
Abaddon shakes it violently.
Why are you sleeping?
Wake up, you lazy bum.
Abaddon, you hear a voice in your mind.
Oh,
Oh,
not
no.
another one.
Sorry. Things
Oh.
happened. I had to reset. I had to end my deal. I can't give him back. Sorry. Wait, I can't give. Wait, I think they're non-binary. Yeah, I can't give them back. Sorry. And that's all you hear. However,
Oh, it's
the
not.
you something strange happens. You hear another voice. I will give you the choice, so I can give you back one of the things they had. Do you want the mask or the whip?
The mask or the what?
The mask or the whip?
Alright, guys.
Let's take a whip.
I need a census here. Mask or whip?
What do you
No
mean?
context. I didn't hear that. No context.
What do you mean?
I think a whip would be cool.
Abaddon, can
Why?
I have a look at the lamp?
Oh yeah, here it is. It's the same
Actually, I can't. Whatever it is, I probably can't hold it.
I'll take the lamp for Abaddon.
The thing is actively after you shook it, the lamp is like looking really funky. It's starting to bend a little bit and like is shaking a little bit, and air is like kind of spewing up around it.
Hey, that's not Ace, is it?
Yeah, it is. It said it can't give him. It can't give us back Ace. But we can get back one thing, and we will offer the whip and a mask.
Sorry, just to clarify, Ace is just gone.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Like full blown.
What?
Oh,
Well,
Why did you say that so nonchalantly?
There's a lot going on.
he's a simple man. He can only process so much at once.
You need therapy.
Also, Ace may be the like deep down reason why you guys even. Actually, yeah, Ace could have been possibly some part of a reason why Eve's egg was even taken in the first place, because he was the person that tried to fight that guy sessions previously.
I didn't see Ace using either mask nor whip, so
Well, actually, he was wearing a mask. He did actually have a mask.
Yeah, but I don't think he
The mask
used
got in
it.
I thought he did.
Did he?
Did he
I
not?
don't. I don't.
Put it on for
I
one
thought-
fight,
I
which
thought he
was
did.
out of plot.
Oh.
Mask Abaddon. Abaddon the mask.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll take the mask.
Yes.
Okay, meta-wise, the whip, it was worse. It probably would have made more sense for Abaddon to want the whip, because the whip was like relative to like some god that was associated kind of with Suitor, but the mask is just the more interesting weapon.
We also literally, nearly died
Yeah,
fighting.
it also was a big deal, but yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the mask was a big part of this. Okay, so yeah. So you see the suddenly the mask kind of poofs right next to the lantern, and the lantern then kind of starts to rumble. It becomes smaller, and then just kind of spews out and breaks into pieces as like spews of air, like blasts of like wind, kind of go out in various directions, making a little bit of noise, but not too much noise. And the giant kind of looks at you guys like, "What? Does
I
your
don't
working
know
together
either.
cause this?"
We don't
My friend
know.
is dead.
He was always talking about going out with a bang. I was expecting a bit more.
Yes.
That's. I don't feel like.
Okay.
Never mind.
This is going to be a journey to unpack when we're out of here. Oh God. Moralist will pick up the mask and look it over because he hadn't had a chance to previously.
Let's see. Does someone here have the? I'm gonna look for a description of it.
Mask of the Eater of North.
Yeah. You have the whole thing for it. Okay. Great.
Yeah, I'll link it.
Okay. You can post it in the crown loot section or whatever it is. Oh, your way. Yeah.
Oh, I realized I could have just copied it. Oops, oh well.
The giant finally looks to you guys. Could I get my response you have prepared now? Your argument why you think you're adequate for this. Why it won't screw me over. Well, not that I would be. I guess that word is not. I don't mean to be in an offensive way. I mean, it's possible I may be able to explain my. It just if things go south, I want my confidence I can trust in you. Otherwise, I may have to stick by my own routes, not to screw over the pathway for other giants.
I don't know what he's saying, Victorion. Do your thing.
Oh, Victorian is actively translating. Anything that doesn't seem
Okay.
confidential is being translated. I thought that was just like a passive thing.
Gotcha.
I'll start yum 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 yum. Like every time.
Abaddon, do you want to try and trade your mask? I mean, not mask. Your axe for the sword? I do believe your axe is an ancient weapon, no?
I gotta give this axe back at some point.
To who?
To the person I took it from.
Me.
No, we made a promise, you idiot. Sorry, that was rude.
Okay. What other ancient items do we have? We have the mask now.
Avalon looks over to Moritar and just sort of does like a hand motion, like just sort of squeezes his hand together.
Moritar points to the dragon.
We're not doing the dragon.
Are you suggesting Moritar is an ancient weapon? I'm not entirely certain.
No, but I think Moritar could give me a hand in this situation.
Moritar... I don't know what he's trying... It sounds like he's trying to say something clever. So I'm assuming you have something. Would you care to share?
Moritar will pull a gauntlet out of his bag of holding? Like, is this what you mean?
No, but I won't take that.
Yoink!
Damn, he just like me for real.
That is a very good fit. Made by Dual Sale.
Avalon's racist.
Very.
Oh, God.
It'll take you a bit of time. I will meet you farther inside. If you can meet me on my way, if you have something to say.
Is the dragon further down the cavern, or in the ruins?
I believe it to be in the room. I believe it to be. I need to head through these. Unless over here is a way, I'm going to which I guess I can check here. I know I need to take a left. So I guess I can check here briefly. And
I'll be able to
see
check,
if
but
it's not
I'm
over
just...
here, I believe it to be down the ruin path.
Mortar
Kinda
will
stops
pull
around
out
and
the
starts to
hand.
head this way before stopping and looking at you guys.
Huh?
Mortar,
Mortar will pull out the hand.
Claire looks at the hand, and she seems to like her eyes flutter a little bit, and then you guys have that?
What's that?
No.
No, not those
What
guys.
is?
I have this.
What is that?
What? Moritar, what
Wait.
do you have?
That explains a lot of shit.
No.
Holy shit! I've been working with fucking murderers. My father's a fucking piece of shit, but when I was on the
What?
surface, like people were being ripped up by wolves, and I saw like a young adventurer, his neck sliced deep by his pet dog.
Oh no!
I know what that thing
No,
does. I've seen
no.
the scrolls. Why would you use that?
Hey, look, we never used it.
What is it?
It's a big hand.
Yeah, you know, it's just a bitten hand, you know.
It's the fucking wolf-bitten hand.
No.
Why do you have? How did you get that?
No, it's the cat scratched paw.
What? I'm trying to. I'm maybe a bit. I understand, but I have some baggage, and I've done some things I'm not proud of. But why would you use that in this city? What reason did you have to do that?
What's happening? What do we not know?
Yes, no, I'd love an explanation, please, Molitor.
It's a big hand.
I'm going
Norlis
to
gives
shoot
Moritar
you
like
in
the
the-
most.
Piece of shit. What the fuck
What?
is wrong with you?
You are so lucky that I almost died today, or I would be trying to kill you right now.
Oh, come on, people. Why is it such a big deal? It's just a hand.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
The
What does it
giant kind
do?
of looks back and was like, ugh, and then starts to head this way, just looks briefly before this from out to see if that's the route it needs to go.
Alright, you can put it back. He doesn't want it.
What's-
I mean,
it's
The you were never giving it to the giant. Albeit, I don't know if that's what you meant.
I mean, like, really, if you like, we have the choice between X and mask.
I would like to
Okay.
know what that hand is, and what you have done with it,
Oh, it's the hand of a god, apparently.
What?
and what have you done with it,
I've
He
opened it.
opened it and closed it.
Yeah.
and what did that do?
Yes, and what exactly? What events did that lead to?
There was this big moose knight, and he tried to threaten us.
Killed one of our traveling companions.
Kind of a dick move, so that's why I took his axe. Or not, Mortar did. I got the axe because I'm cool like that.
Peacefully, we took the axe.
Peacefully?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Mortar debated the fuck out of him. You should have seen it.
Wait, are you talking about how you originally got it? What?
Yes, you want to know what it is. It's a cool
Did-
hat.
Did you use it when you originally got it?
Actually, no, we kind of found it.
Yeah,
Okay, do a deception check.
fuck. Both of us are just Mortar.
Just
I
one
guess
of you, I'd say.
Well, I would say Moritar.
Can I make
Wait.
an insight check?
Wait. Who said the most recent thing, actually? Who said kind of found it? Wait, who? I guess both of you guys, yeah. Mortar, but Mortar is the one who's doing the main argument, but I guess Abaddon can be in. Do that.
Am I making an insight check?
Fuck.
Oof.
One of us tells lies, and one of us tells the truth.
Also, Hazel,
One of us tells
who
lies
you
and
are
the other
listening
only
in.
lies.
I know.
You could do some insight checks as well if you wanted to figure out if they're lying.
Oh, absolutely.
Abaddon's-
They aren't.
I nat 20'd. I nat 20'd
There's
on
no
my insight check.
way. There's no way.
So that's a total insight of 21.
Fuck you mean total insight?
Like, I rolled a nat 20. 20 plus 1.
Oh, right, you roll physical dice. I was like, what do you mean
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
adding
so
up our
you're
numbers
like-
here?
I have another question. When did you first find it then? How long ago was that?
Abaddon, how long ago was that?
I don't know. We still
Was
haven't
it
lied
recent?
for something. Not
Were
really.
It wasn't
we
recent.
a group at
In
this
the
point?
grand scheme of things, what is
So
recent?
you've
No,
used it
no.
twice.
Did we know each other when
I
this
think.
happened?
If you're sincere. If you didn't use it, well, wait, let me make sure of this. Okay, so you may have used it twice. If you actually used it when you first used it, but you said you didn't?
On purpose, we may have used it only twice. For shits and giggles, maybe a few more.
What?
Excuse me?
Do you know what it does?
Abaddon, now that one's an actual lie.
Do you know what it does?
It makes a cool
Only
howling
recently.
Okay.
Okay, can you explain to me why this thing is dangerous and why they shouldn't have it?
Apparently, somehow it affects the wild in very bad ways, which we find quite humorous. Yeah.
I'm just saying this called you murderers. That's a heavy.
We don't find. I do not find it humorous.
Oh bullshit! You were laughing with me.
Okay. No.
Dwarf, do you find anything humorous?
Do you know what it does?
We only found out recently.
Okay. Do another deception check.
To be fair, we did only find out like fairly recently.
No, you've known about what it does. You used an identify spell like before you got before Nornalist got a party to know what it did.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh
no!
Yeah.
It would be so crazy if I rolled an insight check.
Okay, people, come on.
Claire Cardine looks really fucking pissed at you. But also, you guys are... That thing, from my understanding, basically makes it so that every, canine wolf-like creature in a certain radius will become, ferocious. And it will basically cause them to, have a heightened speed for a little while, but it will basically mean for several days, they'll hunt and kill any humanoid they see. Which has resulted in travesty above ground, but also, some of you would remember that the Normalists, you would remember that the newts back when you kind of captured were discussed about strange happenings of wolves and whatnot, which would have lost some of them, which killed a good couple of their newts, which is why we were in an inadequate position when when they captured you and whatnot.
Hey y'all, random question: didn't some of us meet because there was a wolf attack in a village?
That was Ace.
That was random and had no bearing.
Oh, actually, yeah. Also, so I guess results of the first time it happened, which I guess that you guys participated in, which I guess kinda. I think a player, that person who is no longer playing the tone, kind of was in that. But also, I guess Victorion, you were definitely present for that first wolf battle, in Borgard, which did result, the wolves did eventually, they killed a good chunk of people in Borgard, and then the wolves have killed basically almost everyone in Vala.
Well,
Meaning you now know that the wolf designation that killed a bunch of people, that was almost certainly caused by Moritar directly.
I mean, to be fair, the first time, and this is out of character, to be fair, we had no idea what it actually did.
No. You're saying this in character. Don't say do clear.
No, I'm clarifying this for people who weren't actually there. The first time we actually, got it, we didn't know what it did.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, you could.
So trying to say, I did it on purpose for the very first time.
Well, you can defend yourself about that, and you can explain it in character, though.
I'm sorry, so just to clarify. You used this highly dangerous item and got countless people killed that we potentially had to save. And didn't communicate that to any of us? Just for the record. Just so let the record show.
And did it again recently.
Just so let the record show.
Well, yes.
I mean, the first time we didn't know what it did.
The second time neither.
No, the second time neither. You didn't know what it. Wait, are you guys saying you didn't know what it did by then?
Just kind of guessing back then.
I mean, the second
Abaddon.
time we didn't know the.
Middlewise, Abaddon. Did your character not know?
Like he only
As in,
really found...
did Mortar never tell you? Because Mortar would have known exactly what it did by that point in time.
I think Abaddon didn't bother about asking.
Okay.
Mortar told him. Abaddon just went, oh.
So, Abaddon, based on what Abaddon's saying, it does seem like Abaddon might be unaware of the full extent of it, but based off Mortar's deception rolls and stuff, it does seem like Mortar was fully aware, what it did when they did it.
Look, people, we didn't come here to fuck spiders. We have a mission to do.
The fuck do you mean we didn't come here to fight about this? Of course we didn't, because we didn't know.
I said we didn't come here to fuck spiders. We're standing around and we're not getting forward. And there's a mountain that's about
Someone's
to
at the
erupt.
door. I have to get that. Give me a second. I have no idea who that is, though.
Look, this is a discussion we can have later. We'll put the hand back.
The
and then we
fuck you
can get...
mean this? People have literally...
I mean, how many dogs can there be in a coastal city that has been under siege for multiple months and ruined?
That was literally the fuck you mean moment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fuck you mean nuh-uh.
I'm just waiting for this cat person to fall from the ceiling.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I will say, that's why I asked how tall the ceilings were. I'm like, okay, if it's like 20 feet, I'm willing to just be hovering above them, but 40 feet like that, it won't kill me, but it'll fucking hurt.
Falls directly on Mortar, she goes straight back forward and closes it.
Mortar would do that shit. Mortar would absolutely do that.
I just fall into a pocket dimension you guys don't even realize. I come out 3 sessions later just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
50 years
Absolutely.
old.
Why are there so many dismembered cocks in this bag?
In between.
What?
Mortar would have this.
Mortar wouldn't. Mortar's bag's filled with items.
Okay. What happened?
What daggers?
Just jokes and arguments.
Okay, listen. We're getting nowhere. You guys clearly did something not all right. However, that item is an ancient weapon, apparently. You don't have a direct purpose with it. It is not a good item to keep in the general populace. Therefore, that is an item that we will be giving away to the dragon for trade, potentially with another item in order to get the sword tiefling if it has it in its possession. We can argue about the morality and what have you later. Claire, I understand you feel somewhat... I'm going into the wrong character voice. Holy shit. I just turned into my bard. Right. Oh my god.
You were of a 10%, yeah.
I was, Arguing does not change the past. What we have to focus on is the future. We have a goal. We have something we can use. Then that's it.
I just want to know why they did it. That's all. I just want to know why they did it.
Ignorance and lack of care.
We were going to be attacked.
Insight check. I'm just curious.
We were going to be attacked when it was just Sardonyx.
No, I don't.
No, we were
I mean, there was a lot of them and 3 of us.
Yeah,
but they didn't have any mean. They didn't. Well,
you
saying
Ian,
you're going
I'm
to
gonna say you have described this place as a battle zone non-stop.
What?
You have described this entire place as a battle zone non-stop.
Yeah, I mean, there's to some degree. But
Yeah, not
also,
to some degree.
that doesn't
You
mean
literally
that
said,
every party's about to harm you. But also, it kind of varies a little bit. More so, certain parts of it are definitely the area around the Paladin area of Tyr is very much that. It kind of varies, but yeah, no, it generally is a roughy place where lots of people will fight each other and shit. But just because they're here doesn't imply that inherently. Obviously.
Goes to battlefield.
Okay.
I mean,
Doesn't
I wouldn't
imply
call
you
this a
hit fight.
battlefield. Okay.
We should do
well, either way, I mean, your character still would be committed to war crimes. Either way, like, you know, I'm just saying.
Whatever we're doing, we should do it with purpose. Claire, do you have a purposeful question for them?
I would like to see them be better, but I will. I don't know this for sure. Oh, actually, I got it. But I believe. Well, actually, I do know this for sure. There's a particularly problematic fellow from my kingdom who's here. If you guys can kill him, or more so Moratar, make some race to defeat that fucking band, I will maybe feel a little bit better about this. But either way, I don't know what to feel. I just want him to be more them to be more upfront about the circumstances they do. I just feel like the way they kind of go about themselves just feels like they're a living lie. I mean, did you hear them, like, how they were just kind of started to, like, hide the fact that they knew stuff? You had to, like, push them for them to tell you the truth. How many more things have they lied about?
I don't know.
What even are they? I don't know. Are they a genasi? What even are you, Moratar? If that's your name.
Avalon sort of steps in front of Claire now, just bends over to her and says, "Look, you've been talking for quite a long time now. You mind keeping it shut so we can keep moving?"
I have proven something to myself, and it's that I have no fear in combat.
Then you are a fool.
No, well, perhaps, but I don't know. Have you ever gotten your head chopped off?
No, but I've seen the other side. And believe me, when I bash your face into the fucking ground, and your eyes leak from your skull, and your teeth lie shattered on the ground, you won't think about how brave you were.
Victorian is kind of floating in the air and does have an arrow notch, just in case.
Oh. Victorian's floating. Okay. How far off the ground?
About 20 feet.
Okay. By this time this happens, the giant comes back. Dead end. It says in, like, broken. Dead end. It says in broken common. Okay, I guess you
hi!
Yeah.
Oh, right there, friend.
Hi, how you doing? Victorian will kind of lower his bow.
What's going on? Have you decided what the plan is, or what you are going to sell me on your ability to, I guess, speak to this dragon and make your case?
Yes. We're just gonna offer it a hand.
Getting there. Yeah, we're offering it a weapon.
No, we're gonna offer
a powerful one.
Okay. What if it says no? What if it doesn't want to trade with that thing, or what if it wants something else?
We will ask it what it wants, and if it's something that we don't have, we will ask for permission to retrieve it.
What if it's something you do have but do not wish to give?
You know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Morotal's gonna point to the dragon.
About to say, we have a contingency plan for that, and it's called that thing over there. I don't like it, but it gets the job done.
Claire almost sneers, but then kind of stops herself, realizing Victorian does kind of say what she said in regards to Visa. Albeit the original contingency plan, I'm not sure how full she would know, but she just dropped the egg in the volcano. But now it seems to be a different, more use the dragon to deal with the volcano without throwing in the volcano. The way, kind of looked, had a sneer initially, but then formed away as she realized what was going on. Well, then the giant goes to speak again. So first of all, is that the big kind of sell you want to have? As in, if so, then roll persuasion.
Wait, you want me to roll persuasion?
Yes,
you're the one
one
to beat the giant right now.
That's your final big sell statement to this giant.
We have a mask and a hand.
I don't like you people.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's a good plan at all. If the dragon has like been here for quite a while, I mean, especially I understand stuff's going up on the surface and whatnot, and people have come down here. Do you not think the dragon's been offered many things? Maybe the dragon has a reason to protect this thing. Maybe you need to sell the dragon on not a trade, but maybe a change of mode of action, but you don't seem to be someone who maybe could do that. I don't know. You guys seem to have been bickering and arguing amongst yourselves. Some of you seem quite problematic, but I don't know. You are certainly a group of people, I'll say that. Some of you seem nice. I'm gonna be on my way. Have fun. And they seem to go down the river on their own.
Well, that got out of hand.
That's what you get with a 6, but also combine all the other experiences.
Mortar?
Yeah.
Was that a pun?
You didn't catch it? I caught it.
No, he's about to catch a fireball, is what he's about. It's not gonna do anything because he's fire, but...
Yeah.
Congrats, you heal him for 1 HP.
Fuck out of Victoria.
Yeah, that was fully in character, though.
Mortar, did you just make a joke? You?
Just ignoring them as I put everything back into my bag.
I'll be back. And Victorian's just gonna kind of float into a corner and call Issa over and just think.
Alright, right now I feel bad.
Gods, a lot of you really can't get along, can you?
You'd be surprised.
Wait, who said that?
The darkness just said that to you.
Yeah, so you hear out from the darkness, around, around 7 to 80 feet away, you hear, like, a slight, like, an echo of sort, or not, like, I guess it echoes a little bit because of a room. Yeah, like a decent echo of that saying, or that, that phrase.
What the fuck was that?
Comment.
Who goes
I
there?
thought you spoke it. You made a big fuss of it after all.
Are the fucking walls talking to me? Like I'm not going and saying you people heard that as well, right?
Yeah.
Before they approach, Ian, how tall are the ceilings directly above me?
So I'd say around in this greater room over here, it's around like 40 feet, but directly above you, I would say it's around like 10 to like 15 kind of, and it opens up as you walk into this room.
Cool. I'm gonna scale the ceiling.
Oh boy.
Not for an ambush, just to stay hidden.
Okay.
So yeah, I am just where I am now, but just imagine on the ceiling. I have a climb speed, so I can just do that. Surely you know how to speak common. You've been speaking it this whole time. Why are you so confused, love?
Because usually the walls don't talk to me.
Have you tried talking to them? Some of them do enjoy a conversation.
Well, Claire kind of looks, moves a little closer, unsure what's going on, but she's still kind of angsty about the whole thing.
Yeah, Victorian will kind of eye Abaddon carefully and keep his bow notched.
You all seem to be having some troubles brokering a deal. It seems like my skill set might be of use to you.
What skills does a wall have?
God fucking damn it!
So,
Damn it!
Okay, I'm gonna give you inspiration for that.
I really feel.
standing firm and holding your ground. Why do you ask?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Well, I mean...
I happen to be quite the conversationalist, and though I do not speak Draconic, I'm sure I could get the point across to your customer.
Mortar's just gonna say in Draconic, I speak pretty well.
She doesn't understand Draconic.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's
saying. Oh wait,
like,
can we all hear her?
Yeah, she's talking out loud. I could be talking in Moritar's head, but I'm not doing that yet.
Wait, what?
I thought you were talking out on head.
Yes, everyone who is... I am not making an effort to be quiet anymore.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can't locate her? Victoria is immediately, like, on the scan.
Yeah, you could do a perception check.
Should I roll in your
I'm
stealth?
not insane.
Yeah, I think you should. You should
Yeah.
roll yourself.
Ah,
Okay.
damn it.
Okay, so
Oh, really?
My
Victorion,
plus.
you
Oh,
kind
you
of
also have a plus 10.
you scan the you scan the area. You're in the past you probably wouldn't have been in this circumstance, but since your eyes have gotten a little different fairly recently, you can see a lot better. But you also are a fairly perceptive fellow, more so than most. So you kind of scan around the room and you notice along the ceiling there's this weird structure that looks a little out of place. It looks just barely a little cloak-like, and you think, and based on where the sound was coming from, you're pretty sure that's your person. That's the person you're speaking to, or they were speaking to.
Victorian's both snaps up there. Oh, I guess Victorian kind of moves slightly. Victorian
Yeah, I assume you would
kind of
move like
moves
one
upward.
vertical room to scan around. Yeah.
Yeah, and then his bow snaps up towards the cloak. Hi there.
So it
Hello.
wasn't. So
No
it
need for
wasn't.
violence. I've not engaged any violence.
You know,
I
it's been
do.
a bit of a jumpy day. A bit of a jumpy day. So
Why would you
maybe
jump when you can fly?
just me. Moritar. Ignore it. It's been a bit of a jumpy day. Most people when they're on the ceiling, they usually intend to harm people. Just saying.
Those red things, I did not wish to catch their attention, and so I'm up here. And I am just... And she, retracts her claws. Falling down to the ground, landing perfectly. Hanging around.
That's not mildly racially motivated. Not gonna mention it.
Racial... I don't know what they are.
They are fucking adorable, and you will respect.
I mean, to be fair,
They are very cute.
if you saw
Alright.
big lizard people in a
Okay,
cave,
you don't get
I mean,
to
that might
talk
be a
about
little
what you do to big
motivated.
lizard people. You don't get to talk about what you do to lizard people.
Very nice, huh?
Alright, first of all, they're called lizardkin. Check your privilege.
Sorry. Sorry. Hearing just that voice
Oh.
saying, check your privilege.
I love that.
Sorry.
Victoria very much so gives off the energy of the white girl that's trying to defend the minority, but is also accidentally racist.
I have a lot of lizard friends.
Yeah, like, you know my lizard friend, Tyrone? Tyrese?
I dated a lizard in high school.
It just goes on and gets worse.
No, I've never even called them a slur in front of them.
I was about to say something, god damn it. I lost my train of thought. You all seem like you could be in need of some assistance, and you also have some things that I might be interested in. So a little back and forth, I help you, you help me sort of thing.
help you with what?
I need money.
Get a job.
That hand of yours is... That hand of yours would be my job.
What are
Oh?
you on about a hand job for?
Fucking hell!
Oh my gosh. No talking for the next 5 minutes.
You are too
no
quick
talking.
with those. That's impressive how quick you are with those.
It's disappointing to a lot of other people.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten disappointing to me yet because I'm still new.
Oh no, that's
Uh,
disappointingly quick. But
It's not
Oh
disappointing
my
for me because I've seen him grow. I've seen him grow as a person into.
oh, you've seen him grow
being more
disappointingly
adequate.
quick.
Because I remember when they wouldn't do that, and it was like, but now
I just shut the
their
fuck up.
fun games improved significantly.
I'm so glad Moritar's growing better now.
Me
Oh
too.
my god.
He's a grower, not a shower.
All I know is he's very hot.
The joke is penis, people. The joke is penis.
Wiener.
I'm gonna kill you with a big rock.
Please do.
Okay,
I love being killed with big cock.
Oh no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Titus.
Oh, that's kind of
Titus
racist.
loves talk. My bad.
I didn't say okay, never mind.
I did.
Alright, what do you want to do with the hand?
Sell it to the highest bidder, of course.
I'm sorry, you want to sell a highly dangerous artifact to the highest bidder?
I mean,
Do you want to give it to a dragon with any amount of potential use?
Look, I just want to keep a mountain from erupting. That's why I need the dragon.
How long has it been since the dragon has last been seen, Ian? I've completely forgotten.
With the dragon that you guys are heading towards?
Yeah.
You don't know. You know that the giant, like, kind of made, like, Vimin's, like, oh yeah, this is a normal, like, a rare but somewhat understandable route. But they didn't explain to, like, what the last time any giants been around that area. The other bit, I'd have you do a history or maybe insight check. Probably history, though. And I won't give you a direct answer, but I'll let you work with it a little bit.
That's a 9.
Okay, so you know that like 7 years ago, shit went down in the city. You know that people, like, basically, like, 7 years ago, this place basically fell. However, like, I mean, fully after siege, and like that's when people started to leave the site fully. But there was, you know, conflict and siege for a while before, like a couple years prior, up to that point. It was believed the Alton Kingdom never got Tearflame. If that's the case, and the Tearfling is guarded by a dragon, that entails that maybe people saw, like, it's possible, like, that just means that it's, you know, entirely possible that people saw, like, Tearfling around that time and they couldn't beat it. Or sorry, I saw the dragon then, and also possibly more recent. Like, as in, even with a 9, you get the idea that, like, it's reasonable to believe that it's, like, you know, not, like, something that's been, you know, hidden along for a very long time or anything. Now, if people know about a dragon, that's one thing, but if people have seen the dragon and done that, it's understandable of it, but it's been a relatively recent event. I mean, there may be people that saw the dragon, like, yesterday. Possibly. You don't know that. That's a guesstimate, but, like, you know.
I've accidentally ruined this intro with a unintentional lore drop.
Yeah, but, I felt really bad about it because I realized it's like I was going a little more. I was gonna ask. I was almost thinking of doing that in a different channel.
It's fine.
Okay, you know, sorry.
Cool. But you know, it hasn't been seen in ages. It's not gonna go up in the service and do anything.
I mean, you don't necessarily need to be on the service to use the hand.
Clearly, it seems like you all didn't.
Okay, here, look. It's a dragon. I'm sure it has mountains upon mountains of gold. Take some.
That's not a good idea.
You think I'm stupid enough to take a dragon's hoard? No, thank you. I'd rather not be chased to the ends of Midgard.
Could I suggest something?
Please do.
I think you should destroy that thing. If my kingdom got its hands on that, they would use it to commit genocide. The number, if it's, I understood.
Larissa, what is your dad a genocidal maniac, and why didn't you tell us?
Huh? Well, I mean, it would be a great use for them. If it works to the extent that I believe it does, it may function for lichens. And if that's the case, it could release all the lichens they've enslaved who would otherwise be unwilling to do such a thing, and throw them out wherever, and they would just commit atrocities, unbeknownst, beyond their own ability.
Understood. Gathered. Understood.
I mean, I was gonna throw it in the volcano, but...
Which would be fine, actually. I'm just saying, if you were to sell it, I think it could end up being in the wrong hands. And since I don't know where you guys found it, but if you found it a while ago, maybe it was outside the city or something, but...
it wasn't here.
Where did you find it?
Oh.
Yes, how did you find it?
Well, actually, I didn't actually find it. I found the rest of my traveling companions.
Well, so you see, what had happened. I mean,
you were the first person to touch it, though.
I was the first person to touch it, but not find it.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is that? Is that what
That
they
was-
found when we were in that little dungeon thing?
Yeah.
Understood. Now I know. Yep. Yep. Now I know what we're talking about.
Frankly, to
Okay.
me, it doesn't matter whose hands it ends up in so long as I'm paid for it. I don't care what they do with it. All I care about's the profit.
Great.
Okay, well, maybe
Cool.
I can
Heard.
scour some money
Understood.
and buy it.
You will
for, like-
get your money. You know what? We have an amazing idea that could get you so much money. Have you ever tried saving thousands of lives?
No.
You can take the credit for it. Take the credit for it. Go around parading it like you saved the entire coast.
Well,
Get
that's
fame,
generally
get
not good.
fortune.
Credit will not repay my debt, believe it or not. So no, I'd much rather have the money.
I mean, how much is
Everyone's
your debt?
indebted to somebody or on the run. Oh my gosh.
Who asked how much is your debt?
Mortar.
For sake of convenience, dear Moritar, I am going to use one of my class abilities, Psychic Whispers, to
Oh, you're
telepathically
so nice.
connect with you. And I'm just gonna keep listing zeros until your brain hurts.
I mean, not gonna lie, it's an artificer, so it's just gonna be
So imagine one with enough zeros to take psychic damage.
Cassidy, you're never repaying that debt. You just gotta kill the people at that point.
Don't think I can, but any dent in it makes help, doesn't it?
I mean, how do you even get in that much debt?
A gambler never reveals her secrets.
You're a bad gambler.
You're a gambler? How bad are you at gambling?
I
I
am
don't know
very
how
good
much
at
that is.
I am very good at gambling.
Does he never
Sometimes,
quit?
though, I get a little too cocky.
So what you're saying is you're bad at gambling, you just don't want to admit it.
I have nothing to admit.
Which devil did you sign a contract with?
That's the question that we should be asking.
Was it a devil, Ian? We didn't
you
really
are-
decide on who my thing was. I named them, but we didn't decide who it is.
You are not fully certain.
Moritar's read enough ancient lore to know that sounds like some evil thing.
Exactly. Okay, new
Well, do you
plan.
have the contract on you?
Whatever devil entity, whatever you made a deal with, we'll deal with it later. At this point, I don't know what debt you have. I don't care personally, because whatever it is, you're gonna give them the money. They're gonna cross you over. We know how this thing ends. We'll deal with that at some point. Right now, we need help dealing with that. He points in the direction of the dragon. Can you help us or not?
I suppose I could be encouraged for a large enough cut. Sure, why not?
I mean, 60% of zero is still zero, babes. But okay.
How about a holiday vacation to a sunny little island near us?
I
Yeah.
don't think there's a damn place in this country
Sunny.
where it stays sunny.
I can show you how to break rocks with your teeth.
Abaddon.
I don't
That's
think I
just-
want that.
Abaddon, that's something that you can solely do because you're you. I think if anyone else, maybe Vortar could get away with it. Would they just melt?
Look, you won't
Moritar,
succeed
what
in life with that
temperature are you?
attitude.
What was
Okay, I just know my limits, and I also know that any rock that you would chew is the size of me.
Well, I can find a pebble.
Fair enough.
That's the right attitude.
So we're all going to die to this dragon, right?
Oh fuck
Oh,
no! I'm gonna rip its
absolutely.
tongue out and eat it.
Yeah, Abaddon can. Abaddon has taken down many great feats.
I was very
We have an
angry.
Abaddon, we're fine. We have an Abaddon, we're fine.
Also, what lineage is this dragon from?
You told me. I forgot that you told me.
Shadow.
You said that it used to be some kind of dragon, and then it was like corrupted or whatever by like Underdark stuff, and that's all I recall.
I don't know that one.
It's a shadow dragon.
Yeah, this is in character.
No, like,
I can't hear Ian.
Huh?
Is Ian talking?
No,
Oh, am
I'm
I?
talking.
Okay. Yeah.
Victoria knew it was a shadow dragon.
Okay, that hurt. It's a shadow dragon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
Those
know.
don't sound too dangerous.
That sounds
That-
fucking nice.
That sounds very dangerous, actually. Mortaz is just gonna point out to the darkness.
Fair
There's a lot of that everywhere.
You know, maybe we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I don't think there'll be a bridge down here.
Oh, this one takes everything literally,
Okay.
huh?
Sometimes there. Yeah, it's a thorn in your side. You get used to it. No, you don't. I'm still not used to it. I'm gonna
He
rip
still
his
never
skull
answered
off
my
sometimes, but he
question.
doesn't have one.
What are they? What are you, Moritar?
That is an interesting question.
I'll be direct. I'll say I'm a Dampier. A little bit beyond that, I actually might be something
You're a
else now.
vampire?
A Dampier. It's different a little bit.
Same thing, right? They're same vein.
I don't have a full extent of a vampire, and I can be okay in the sunlight a little bit.
Are you okay
Yeah,
with steaks, though?
I don't like they're spooky. If their steaks are not I don't enjoy them.
Oh, you're probably not cooking it right.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be honest. She was
Victoria is
actually
so sick of
envisioning it
Moritar.
as a wooden stake. I know I wasn't. It seemed like it was like on a bit of a joke a bit soon, but no. So, but what are you? And she starts to kind of look around and realizes the party's kind of stands. So she starts walking towards the direction you guys were gonna go, kind of trudging for water, looking at you just kind of stand on
Yeah,
the water.
this-
fierce.
Can't say this water's pretty deep in there.
Hey.
I'm just stood
Hey.
on it.
Hey guys, have we considered resting before we go off and do whatever?
Aren't we racing people to get to the sword?
And below, it's also you guys are in a position where they did mention that some people came here down earlier, and they did see some stuff to the north a little bit. Although they pushed it back, it was mostly spiders or something.
Okay.
And that
I'm just
if you rested, took too long here, you could easily run into more people.
I'm just concerned of your judgment that someone randomly appears and you're like, all right, cool, jump on. You're not more worried about me?
No.
Well, I was
I
just
know
gonna
that we
point
have
at-
Abaddon,
point at-
and yeah, that one could crush your skull very easily.
Or
So
I was
no
just
one
gonna
can
point to the
kill
bird and go like, yeah, no, that one also did the same thing.
Bird?
him. Sidonix.
Oh, bird.
Oh. Forgot
Yeah,
they were here because they're not here.
That one
Bird,
saved my life.
Abaddon,
so
Nonless.
we've got a
Fairy.
good track record. And if you're not trustworthy, that one could snap you in half like a twig.
They could try. They would not catch me.
I mean, I don't think he's got a net on him.
You'll fit in just fine with Moritar here.
If your coffers are lighter when we rest, don't come crying to me.
I don't think I've got copper on me.
Coffer, darling. Wallet.
Moritar, I swear to God, if you want to stop making jokes, I'm gonna travel over to where, like, fucking the UK and beat you up. You got too many jokes today. Be a little serious.
I love Victoria's absolute disdain with Moritar.
Or disdain. Yeah, Claire's pretty pissed, and also annoyed that Moritar won't answer her question.
I mean,
What's so hard?
Moritar's currently literally looking down at her. Well, literally like just floating on, like, standing on water.
As she walks past you, a bit of water is splashed on your shoes, and gets up a good like couple inches onto your like legs, which are armored, but it's possible a little bit could get in, so it's a little eebie-jeebie. Do you react in any way?
Yeah,
Or do you stand
Mortat
still?
stone cold just stares at her.
She just kind of walked past you. You can. I just want to know what you are. That's all. I don't know if that's. I don't know the circumstances. You can tell me whoever you wish to be, like what you define yourself as, like who do you identify, what kind of circumstance you befall. I just like to know, so I know I'm not working with, I don't know, like a fiery demon from the nine hells. Which I'm not saying you are, because I don't think you are.
Mortat's gonna
No
point
offense,
at Abaddon.
no offense, Abaddon. I didn't mean it that way. But
Just
and Abaddon
slowly
took
raises his hand, pointing at Abaddon.
Alright, guess I'm just a butt of all racism of today.
Well, I mean, you're not so much fiery. You'd be the you look like you're from the ice part.
What's up with this group and racism?
Oh boy.
We may or may not have experienced some of it.
Anyway, we should start traveling
Are
towards
you
this
gonna answer the
dragon.
question or not? Just yes or no?
I mean, it's
What
not a yes or
question?
no question.
No, are you going to answer the question? Yes or no?
I'm Mortat.
Okay, that answers the question. God.
Martha, in Martha's defense, we don't all know a lot about each other. For all I know, you could all be mass murderers.
I'm a
I never know.
fearbog. I worked in a library for the last 60 years, and I'm here to collect books. And here I am stuck on the ground with
You
people
don't
who
count.
love to kill people.
This is a cave. I don't think you're going to find many books here, hun.
Well,
You'd be surprised
I
what
like
we
her.
found.
I've already found
little-
books.
She irks me in the same way that Moritar does, but slightly less so enough for it to be a little endearing. She's walking a fine line, though.
She threatened to steal money from you.
So, wait, am I endearing or annoying?
Both
Which
trying
one
to
more
stuff-
so? I need to know which to lean into.
You're bluffing.
annoying.
Please don't pet me.
I won't. You look like you have ticks.
God damn it!
I want to engage in PvP. I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker.
Oh, by
If
the
you
way,
need to
meta
touch
question.
the-
This route was described as a dead end, so if you were to do a rest,
Mhm.
you could theoretically go into there. That might be a little safer.
Are we taking a rest?
I mean, it would typically be
I
a
hope
long
so.
rest. I don't know how much. I don't know if there's
I'm
enough time has
just
passed for you to
saying.
reasonably do one though.
I don't think we need.
I don't
I
believe
mean,
we need
it's
to
gonna
take
be
a
a decent
rest.
amount. I would say like a good couple more hours would be reasonable for that, because I feel like it's
Okay.
probably you got up at like 5 a.m. and probably it's like it's probably like somewhere between
I'm sorry.
2 and 4 p.m. maybe 5.
Just to
maybe.
clarify, this has all happened
That's
within less
pushing
than
it a
12
bit, though.
hours.
Yeah, more or less.
Mhm.
Okay. That's
I mean, that's
a little
pushing it.
crazy.
I mean, I'm kind of branching out a little bit, but oh wait, I take it back. I forgot you get a long rest. You guys did a long rest in the underneath the hotel thing. Oh wait, I forgot.
What was the
It was less than that then. You guys have yeah, I feel like only a
Did we?
couple like hours.
Yeah,
have
we
passed.
did actually. It's when we got them after we got the mask.
Yeah, we did a
Yeah,
long rest after
only
fighting
a
the
couple
giant.
hours have passed at most.
I remember that session that I wasn't here.
You guys have just
Yeah.
had a lot of like experiences within that short amount of time. That's all. You haven't had any area where you just walk a long bit.
I
I
want
mean, you had a
to
little
say
bit of that, but
that I had not, in fact, one of them should be there. So I should have. No.
Well,
It's
time
fine.
time to start walking where we're going.
Oh, 10 to walk. Oh. I'm not hovering over Claire. I'm hovering next to Claire, and I'm very concerned about her.
How deep is the water here?
it
Pause.
looks to
My
get
bad.
it looks deep enough you can kind of wade through it, but it looked like it seems like it might get a actually do a perception check.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Pretty good at those, I think. Perception. Yeah, I have +8. Okay, sick.
Okay, you think it's you can kind of wade through here a little bit less. It goes up to like maybe like 3 feet around this extent, but it does look to get a little deeper in this pool, like up to like 5 feet or so. And past that, it's unclear. It looks like it kind of is pretty thin over here. This little weird waterfall-y thing, and you're not sure how beyond that.
I'm just gonna climb on the
wall.
wall.
The basic idea is you could just wait and get up to here. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go just like horizontal walking across the wall.
Yeah, it does seem to be that the like ruiny bit that people are heading towards over here though.
I will scale the ceiling to the other side and then come back down. I am avoiding the water.
Claire kind of.
I am.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Can I skip along the water and just make little, just like pockets of ice that just like almost melt immediately?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yay.
Also, I want you to do, as you kind of do that, it jogs your skull for a second. Victorion, do an insight check. Or maybe history within the context of history of you remembering something from like less than an hour
I'm
ago.
making an insight check.
I'll let you do an advantage.
Oh, yay. That's a lot better.
Oh, that's very good.
So, you've been thinking, like, there's been rumors for years that, like, there was an ancient warrior called Aslo, and he represented, like, the god Uller. And Uller was a god that dealt with winter and archery and skiing, but also, skating. And you guys, and there's been rumors that, like, some remains of Aslo were here in like Vetberg, and you guys went to a underground frozen lake, and I think one of you did see a submerged like coffin. And given the idea that the remains of Aslo may have been with one of his ancient weapons, and the likelihood of that ancient weapon being his skates is not zero. It's relatively high-ish. I mean, it could have been something else, but it's believed to be of the two ones. The bow is not there, and the other one is there. You guys probably missed up the opportunity, or at least were able to take up opportunity to possibly get cool skates for yourself.
I'm a little upset now.
Could I have passed by them?
In that room, you weren't. So first of all, it'd be like, you don't know if they were in there definitely, but you would have gotten enough bit to been like, if you went in that room a bit more, you would have seen like the coffin underneath the ice, or the tomb. So like you probably could have get an indication of that. Also,
just like being from Aslog, I feel like I would want to try to kind of find
that. That would be a room that you probably did kind of muster in for a little bit when you were when you were kind of following people. But also, since you had a bit more time, but not a lot of time, I mean, you would have had to kind of sneak around because another person would have entered that space. There would have been a staff that had been like partially thawed and probably would have taken a little bit extra time to fully thaw and take out of the ice.
We determined that we did grab it. I clarified that with you last session.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind on that.
So, would I have passed by any artifacts that I would want to have the people go back for?
I mean, mainly you would have found what you think would have been like the tomb of Aslo. Albeit, you wouldn't have been in that room for too long because you would have gone to the fact that a frost salamander with someone riding it and a gargoyle, kind of following along, would have entered that room, and clearly that may have been the lair of that frost salamander. Also, you would have noticed a dead frost salamander that you would have recognized that this party would have killed.
Okay, so I'll just hold on to that information.
Yeah, I mean, you also did. It was discussed earlier that Mortar did kill that frost salamander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, just before things go on, as you're kind of walking, Claire does kind of look to Victorion, kind of noticing Victorion kind of seems a little worried about her. At least she kind of gets that guesstimate, and looks back and kind of smiles a little bit, realizing ultimately that Claire might have some issues right now, a little kind of pissy about Mortar, and also who knows what the fuck's going on with her body in terms of the mysterious circumstances, but she looks alright, albeit you do notice her somewhat vampiric teeth as she smiles.
Most people, when they tell you not to lose your head, don't mean it literally, but I guess I have to start saying it literally now.
Oh. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that was actually going to work. I'm surprised I'm not dead. Yeah.
I'm glad you're not.
It also means my dealing with a particular cult worked out well.
Oh!
Don't worry,
We'll
very
talk
good
about
cult.
that later.
Okay. The goodest of
Okay.
cults.
They're a good cult, I'm screaming.
Okay. The giant has long since kind of moved on and gone deeper down the passage. The passage heading this way. Albeit below you do see a room that has some type of trough or well-like structure.
I like how no one's commented on the fact that East is larger than normal.
Yeah, maybe we could have gotten like a new put in the new token maybe.
I mean,
Yet.
This is the first time I've seen this thing. It's exactly the size I saw it last time.
Yeah, normally it's
Which is
like
10
this
seconds
is probably
ago.
a little more ferocious than it probably looks in this token. We're gonna go for that.
Yeah, right now
But
it looks like a dog.
It used to be the size of a small dog, and now it's like the size of bigger than any dog.
Horse.
Like a
Potency.
like cow
Is this
size.
the Dragon Knight homebrew?
No.
No.
Oh.
Drake
they're a
Warden.
ranger.
Ah.
Albeit, I will say there's unique aspects of their particular draconic creature.
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you guys head down the path, or do you stay here for a little longer?
I mean, yeah.
I'm following the party, but I'm staying near the back because I don't trust them.
Okay. We won't go on for too much longer. Maybe like we typically end around 9:30. Any session fun. So.
I mean, this would be
as
a
you
good
go
spot to
along,
What
end.
time is
guys
it for you already?
We're not gonna end right now, but if you guys want to, we could.
Please
I was
no.
gonna have us go a little bit longer, but if you guys want, like till
Nah,
like 9:30.
Let's go.
We still
But I
have,
could
we
go-
still
I could go a
have
little
40
longer
slotted
than that if you
minutes.
Yeah,
Got
we're
it.
good.
We could go around like 9:45.
Yeah.
Midnight.
I'll put you guys characters
the
down
later
around
we
here,
go.
or I'll
Midnight.
drag you in.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on, let's get a 12-hour session going.
fuck yeah. I gotta work
Absolutely
it.
not. I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta
It's
go
fine,
to work.
take
and-
D&D to work.
Look, my shift starts in 5 hours. No, in 6 hours and 10 minutes. I need to stay awake for that. Then work 9 hours and then sleep. I need this.
Alright, let's keep going then, I guess. I say as if I have any say here.
Hey, you're part of the party now. You got say.
Yeah, it's okay, I just haven't killed you guys yet.
What?
That's if you even can.
Probably.
1-on-1 maybe, but it's gonna be like 5-on-1.
One-on-one, definitely. Full party? No.
Hazel, did you say you were staying in the back a little bit, or?
I am staying behind the party, but I'm not, like, hanging back.
I would just like to say I am playing Artificer Armor, so AC go burr.
Great, sneak attack, also go burr.
I'm angry.
I can move
That's if you
180
break.
feet in one round.
That's if you break for it.
Norlis is at the tail end of the group behind Hazel because he does not want her behind him. And if we have
We
to
are fighting over last
and
place
if we have
then.
to fight over last place, that's what's happening.
Okay. You guys can move around your characters in place. If you would like.
You have to move us to the proper map first.
Oh, did I not do that?
Nope.
Sorry.
No,
Oh,
we're still
you're right, I
on
didn't-
the
okay.
corner.
Can you guys see
Darkness. Oh,
Yes.
yes. Oh, there's some,
Yes.
some
Yes.
things
A
here.
random blue color.
your character? Yeah, if there's a red X, that means the thing's dead.
Dead or re-dead?
I mean, it.
Oh, that's dead.
Redead. We're not
Dead.
talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Boy,
Monster Reborn?
I more meant like revived skeleton, but sure.
I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh!
I think after fighting with Nornless for a while, she's just gonna like throw her hands up in the air and then walk to be in the middle of the party. Mostly because I'm realizing my perception's not doing me any good if I'm all the way in the back.
You know, zoom your eyes in.
Avalon sort of looks back to everyone's like, oh, guys, she's warming up to us.
You know she can hear you, right?
You're literally 10 feet away from me.
I cast fireball.
Like
On what? On who?
Yes.
I'd like to do a medicine check on the skeletons to see how they were destroyed.
Is that balloon tower defense 6?
No.
We can see you're playing it.
Sorry, continue. You're fine.
You've been playing it for 8 minutes and 11 seconds.
So yeah, you can do a medicine check, yeah.
Can I do a medicine check on
Oh,
make sure they don't have fleas?
I am
you
not
can
rolling
try,
good.
No,
but that
I'm
would
going to
imply
say no.
that you have to get close. So if they swat you away or like kick your
if-
hand or something, that would
If you
might be
attempt to touch me,
disadvantage
I'm
on
going
that.
to bite you.
Yeah, you'd have to do it from a ways, and I don't know how helpful that would be.
Would
I'm
you
also
bite a cute
mostly
little
close.
bug?
And also,
Would I
you
bite
don't
what?
have.
Would you bite a cute little bug?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you bite a cute little bug?
Avalon slowly reaches his hand up.
You
are
are
you
met
trying
with
to
a
figure
glare.
out? Wait, are you trying to figure out if they have tapeworms?
No.
Oh,
No!
They said fleas.
Yeah, you said cute. Maybe
Fleas.
fleas could be a cute little bug, and they eat the flea, and then you get tapeworms.
No.
Oh,
I don't think that's how
not...
tapeworms work.
Isn't that how you get
damn!
tapeworms?
I don't
thought,
think
yeah.
fleas and tapeworms are the same thing.
No, I know. The tapeworm parasitizes like the inside of a flea.
I want to move on from this conversation.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything of value or interest or anything? Or traps or anything?
Just where you are, or like based on your current position, or like.
Within my field of vision, which goes all the way up to here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything of note.
I can give you a slightly better answer if you move slightly. Well, let's see. Based on your current vision, there seems to be like a you can roll perception, but like, it just as you move, I may give you different like you might see things like, suddenly that may be more of note.
Okay,
But based
then I'll
on
be
your
right here.
immediate thing, like of things that are clearly of note, one, there seems to be a torch that's blue that looks really weird looking, and possibly it doesn't look recent. It looks like it was built on the wall. That's possibly magical. You additionally see what looks like a pit of some sort, and there were some weird coffin things over here. Also, it looks like there's some cave-in route over here that may lead to more like a different section of different like hallway of ruins. That's what you get with 18. Also, there's obviously like there seems to be a broken piece of column that looks like it wasn't like in this position and may have been moved to this room. And the final main thing is this place looks really funky. It's not quite like you've traveled and seen there's some other catacombs down in this underground area. This is a very different kind of circumstance. This is like weird. This is it looks like it almost was designed like a city street kind of, but then formulated into like with dungeon traps and things, or at least the traditional, as you see pits and whatnot. This is very unexpected. I mean, for what you were thinking. Now, that's not to say this was a city street, but it definitely seems designed kind of like an open area to some extent, with like little like rooms on the side and whatnot, almost as if they were like little homes or whatnot. Oh, but they tend to have catacomb stuff on one side of them.
Can I cross into here and look in these coffins right quick?
There seems to be a pit right in the front of you, so do you like slide around that or like jump it or something, or?
I mean, I assume I can probably just like climb around it, like around the wall.
Or you just walk or start. Actually, there was a free space right here where you could have probably done that just a little awkwardly, but yeah, you could have done that. Oh, sorry, when I meant here, I was on a different layer, so you didn't see that. But yeah, no, you could have gotten that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just looking through the coffins.
Okay, you see. Roll an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You see in one of them, you see a couple ribs and then like bits of skeleton. It looks like there's like a layer of dirt beneath. It looks like some of the skeletal pieces have kind of went. And it seems to be the same case for the other one. If you kind of take your time to scour around through it, you would find around a good like 30 gold or so, which is it's old gold, but it's there, kind of sprinkled around like the dead, the dead bits. You'd also find what looks to be like very deformed rusty pliers. It looks like they're like barely in function. They like probably wouldn't function as pliers. They kind of fall apart as you hold them. It looks like that may have been like a personal item of one of the dead.
Okay. Is there any like papers or like information in here, or is it all like everything's too decayed?
Yeah, things are very decayed in this room, but also it looks like a rather simple setup in this particular room. You don't see, there's no indication of like any papers or inscriptions on these. These tombs actually don't have any like, these particular ones don't seem to have any deep indication, like inscription of them.
Okay.
Or if they did, they're no longer present.
So I've got 30 older ancient gold coins.
Yeah, you can just kind of put that with the gold coins section. You don't have to specify. I'm just kind of specifying that.
Okay, so I won't have to do a fucking currency exchange later.
Yeah, no, yeah, you don't have to.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the pliers though because they are not of monetary value.
Okay. Moritar, did you you inspecting the light?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you roll anything for that?
No, I have not rolled anything for that.
Roll Arcana. So what did you want to learn about it?
What it is first, outside of Blue Torch.
Yeah. Do an Arcana check. Okay. You believe this to be some type of magical torch, likely set here a long time ago. It's entirely possible it's more recent. Like, it may have, and if it was, it probably would be set by Vetnor clan. Now, how the Vetnor clan got all the way down here more recently is unclear to you, albeit, based on position, it's entirely possible to be below the crypt, like, so as in the place you couldn't get to, because as in the place by the graveyard above ground that was full of armor or whatever. But it's also possible it's way older, which also would still mean it would have assumedly be set by the Vetnor clan. Either way, it's a magical torch that seems to always stay lit.
Mine now?
It seems to be like kind of formed into the wall. The metal seems to be formed into the wall. It would probably make some noise if you tried to remove it. And it might be difficult. You could try though.
I do have smith's tools on me. If that helps with getting it out.
It definitely, you would basically have to be cutting into metal, and it would, it looks to be ornate and specialized. It might even be like resistant to damage like this. It's been, kind of, it seems relatively intact compared to a lot of other stuff around you.
Oh, I was just gonna smack it out the wall using like hitting the rock.
Oh, you can try that. It might make some noise.
It's be easy to try.
You're not trying to be too super loud, but you aren't stealthed or anything.
Gotta make. Yeah, we're not stealth. I'm just gonna hit the rock until I get the torch out. I don't really care.
That?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't care if it makes noise.
You see Moritar pick up a rock and he's about to hit something, and it.
Well, I'm not using a rock to break. I'm not using a rock to break it out. I've got like various tools on me.
Okay, it looks like Moritar is going to remove this like torch of some kind for some reason. Additionally, with your Arcana, it's entirely possible that this is hooked up to something or could be related to a tree.
Yeah, you should have said that first for our side.
I mean, I think that. Yeah, okay. But it's entirely possible. I mean, like, you don't know that, but it's given like circumstances, like it may be a trigger for something you don't know. I mean, well, actually, wait. Let me see that. Since you did roll 25, if it was something, it may be like relevant to either triggering something if a torch is put out, or if a torch is touched. Albeit you don't know if that's that. It doesn't. You don't have any deep indication of that, and there does seem to be traps that are already kind of like, at least one obviously to you, which is like the pit with the spikes at the bottom near you.
I get the torch out then. I don't care.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
For Ian, my lucky charm thing has all that stuff about anti-magic. Does it apply only to me, or is it anything that the charm touches loses magic?
I was thinking it was primarily to you, but you could.
I feel like that might be a little bit broken though if I essentially have just a touch-based dispel magic.
But it would be a little broken, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I'm just curious.
I mean, albeit, well, we can discuss it later because there's some cool things we could do that might be like self-sacrificial.
That could be a later upgrade to it if we get there.
Yeah. Okay. Also, by the way, you are looking at chest.
Yeah, I realized though, but I just had a scene, so I don't want to take the spotlight back yet.
Mortar, roll your tool check. And while that's happening,
whoever's clipping their nails, that is so loud.
What is the rest of the group doing?
What?
And you guys can move your characters around, by the way.
It sounds like
what?
It sounds like somebody's clipping their nails.
I think it's coming from Jade.
Why does it sound like I'm clipping my nails? You guys talking about my fan? That shouldn't sound like clipping nails.
I'm hearing like a.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be my mic.
Maybe. If I can the rogue approach the chest?
Yeah.
During the rogue moment. Oh.
Before though, I do see something here, and I want to know what that's about. Oh, it's a skull.
Did you have you said you are proficient and have a tool, Mortar?
Yeah.
Okay, then do your tool set check.
That's what I'm doing now.
Stuff set up for it. I assume an int or whatever you feel makes sense. Oh, okay.
I just rolled a flat d20 with proficiency, so.
It looks like it's gonna take you a little time to do that, maybe a couple minutes. Looks to be it's not gonna be the easiest thing to keep quiet. But you can either do it by melting some of the metal a bit and then kind of bending it off and then slicing it, or kind of or you could possibly kind of use your tools to kind of pull it off. Also, a magical like weapon that could maybe cleave would also probably be your best bet, because that would be the fastest way to do it.
Oh, I was just striking it out the stone.
Like, as in, when I'm saying magic weapon, I mean like for example, like Abaddon's magic axe or something.
I mean, I also do literally have magic gauntlets.
I mean, yeah, but when I say okay, a more powerful magic thing that like can, cleave and cut through, rather than like magic gauntlets aren't gonna, just because something's magic and touches doesn't mean it's gonna bend easy.
Yeah, you need a magic blade or a magic.
I'm literally saying I'm just breaking it out of the wall by breaking the wall.
Oh wait. Yeah, I guess you are oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than cutting the metal part for him. So yeah, you pull it out. You manage to kind of pull it out a bit. It makes a bit of noise. There's some rumbling. You hear all sorts of stuff kind of move along and echo along these tunnels in response to that. And you have like a weird kind of funky end of it where kind of the metal was kind of tendrilled into the wall a little bit. But now you have it. You now have a blue torch. The flame will not go out unless you put it in water or something. Maybe. But the main bit is it will basically not go out due to wind or time.
I'll take it and walk over to Nautilus and hand it over.
Okay. It is a normal torch, but it is blue, and will never go out. As in, and also it's still fire. So if you put it in your bag, it might light on fire.
Oh, you can see now.
Thank you. I had a torch lit up already, but thank you.
I'm gonna seek to blow out their torch.
That's so funny, actually. Mortard says you're accepting my help and nothing else.
Oh, I already had you have a torch shot. Wait.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, it's blue now.
It's
I
blue.
forgot you did.
Yeah.
Who is it was complaining they couldn't see? But it was
Me.
you. But
Me.
What if it? What if
I thought
it
was
was
because you didn't have a
purple?
torch on. It was
No,
just 'cause you had
no.
low range.
Yes, correct. I just can't see as far as they can with dark vision as I can with the torch.
Ah.
Bestie, do you not have the light spell?
No.
Fuck you mean no? You're a librarian.
Yeah, that does seem like a librarian thingy, but yeah. Wait, by the way, your current torch is 20 by 20. That's correct for torches, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Also, do you take the torch that Mortar
I
gives you?
blew out the other torch.
He
No,
blew
overall.
out the other torch, so yes.
How would you blow it out given
Blue?
your face is fiery?
Oh, you right. You right.
No,
You just
no,
made
I
it sound
reach out,
brighter.
you say that. I reach out my other hand and just freaking kind of grab it.
With your fire hand.
Wait, hang on.
I got a gauntlet on, remember?
I know.
It's this.
Is it Shrek? It's Shrek, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Shrek.
Yeah. You know me so well.
Okay, now it's blue.
Yay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you didn't cause us to alert too many creatures, though.
I love how from my perspective, I can't actually see you guys, so I just see various shades of blue light moving around the map.
Okay. No,
Well,
Hazel,
hello there.
You see a skull, a human skull of swords, and then you see an old chest of swords laying in like bronze or something. It seems to like, or brass? Wait, brass doesn't deteriorate, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Ingrained in brass. It looks locked to some degree, with like a
Cool.
lock in place.
This isn't her first rodeo. She is standing behind it, attempting to, like, I think she's, like, lightly kicking at it, just to make sure it's not a mimic before potentially lockpicking. Like, she's trying to, like, aggro it if it's alive.
Okay. The chest, does actually start to move a bit. However, with the lock kind of falling in place and the chest kind of having a chopping motion as you do that. And from Mortar's perspective, and you are looking, you see the open part of a chest with teeth of sorts.
Is Mortar gonna tell me?
Hey, Torion.
What'd you call me?
I'm trying to get the
all way over
attention.
here.
Yeah. Mortar's already made enough noise. Just gonna yell. Victorian,
Mm-hmm.
you want to come talk to this? Pointing in.
Oh no. And Victoria and Isla slowly approach. Hello?
You see,
Goes
an open
past
chest
Mortar,
with, like,
pointing
teeth,
in.
and after essentially one of the party members, or more specifically Hazel, has like kind of pushed it on the back, and now it's kind of clapping. It's like it's the top of its trunk and the bottom part. Its trunk. Well, I guess so. It is a trunk, it's a chest, whatever. But it's basically the lid is mashing down to the base portion, and you can see teeth in that, and like
So
a mouth.
it's just like chomping at nothing.
Yeah, you guys' attention. It just started chomping.
Glad I checked. Mimic.
You're still behind it? It's still chopping. Do you intend to like swoop around it in a way to not get hit or not have it notice you, or do you like feel that it might not be a danger given its motion?
Is it held down? Is it held down, or is it just held shut by the lock?
It looks like so one thing you do notice is there is a bit of chain that's kind of making it so it can't open too much, and that is attached to the the lock, which did get a little loose, and it did fall, and the lock looks kind of heavy, so maybe that lock might make it difficult for it to move too much. It doesn't seem like it's fully unable to move, just it's unclear if it has good leverage to quickly turn.
I would like to dispatch it, but I don't know if I can either A, coup de grace, or B, initiate everyone into a 50-minute long combat while we just wail on this thing.
Yeah, I would just say you guys, if you guys want to wail on it, I would just have you guys do that outside of combat.
Yeah, I just like.
We can just say you guys beat it. Like if you guys quickly deal with it, if everyone's in nearby.
Can I do a cool?
How would you like to try? Yeah, like in what way?
The only people who can see me right now is Moritar, right?
Yeah.
Was
and
Moritar.
Nornless.
Oh, and Nornless? Okay.
Nope.
You might be on like the very edge. Actually, no, I don't think you can.
I can see Nornless, so whatever. I'll just narrate. Whoever can see it can see it. You see her reach like in front of it, as if she's grabbing something from midair, and a glowing like yellowish orange dagger just kind of materializes in her hand, which she just deftly reaches over the mimic and stabs directly into it.
Oh.
Okay. Frat managed to harm it a bit, and it starts to kind of wail a little bit until it slows down and just kind of stops. And that seems to be enough to kill it. It didn't seem like a particularly strong mimic, and possibly it may have been a young mimic.
I just want, for sake of, I want to roll
That
the
feels.
damage.
We just killed the baby.
Oh, wait, you did way less damage than I thought you would. Never mind.
Yeah, I rolled min on my blade and then bad on my sneak attack.
Okay, sorry. In that case, yeah, it's still moving then. Yeah, this thing's still kind of moving about a little bit. It's not dead.
So
Victoria
attack it
will
again.
just notch an asher or an arrow and fire. I'm not sharpshooter.
Yep.
If I can.
Hazel stands behind it, kind of.
Oh, never mind.
Are you holding up? I mean, you already stabbed it. Yeah, you stabbed it, but then Victoria can kind of get a bit on it. Roll. Shoot.
Please get a nat 1 and shoot me. I'm begging you.
Oh my gosh. I can just not roll it.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was just saying, if you don't want me to shoot it, I can.
No, I think it'd be funny if you did roll it, though.
Oh, so speaking of being a natural something.
Damn.
Damn.
So
Does that
let
kill
me.
it?
Let's see if it does.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's 20 damage.
So that's 34 damage total it's received. Damn.
What if that had been sharpshooter?
Ian's
Okay, so
reconciling
that
with the fact
smashes
that
into it. No,
Yeah.
And that like, you, Hazel, you're almost like pushed against the wall as the arrow blasts into the thing, coming out the other side and hitting, like, not hitting you, but like it's in between your legs, like maybe like a good like 8 to like inches, maybe to like a good foot below you. So it's not good. It could have been worse, but yeah, no, it mashes through the picture. It's definitely wasn't. This is still a young mimic, I would say.
Mighty kind of you. Thank you.
But that does kill it.
What was that you said about beating Abaddon?
She looks at Abaddon up and down. Yeah, I can still do it. And then turns back to start picking the lock. Thieves' tools, I presume?
You can try, yeah, to break into this thing, yeah. I mean, the lock, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Keep in mind the lock was just kind of keeping the chain thing from making it too open, but it does kind of make it a little easier to have a chain in the way to do that. But yeah, you managed to get the kind of thing open fully and were able to now fully open the chest. You do find what looks to be a bit of gold in there, and what seems to be a rather large dead rat.
No.
Skeletal or corpse?
Corpse that is becoming skeletal. It looks like it probably is digesting it. Yeah. You find a good around like 45 gold or so.
Hotcha! I've doubled my money.
Albeit it is smelly gold, and it's not, you have to it's kind of zooped around. It's like, intestinal tract and body and whatnot. So you have to you can see the gold, just pick it out, but it's a little goopy.
Yep. I throw the goopy gold into my goopy bag and as a fun little trick to play on God, I'm gonna grab this skull and just put it in the mimic and close it, and walk out. So that way, someone who tries opening this mimic later will think that it ate a person.
Okay. So, all right. So what are you guys doing now? Is anyone else like going off in any other direction, or what is like Normalist doing in this situation? And also same for Abaddon.
I'm just following the pack.
You've no want for the riches of the dungeon?
No. I said exactly what I'm looking for.
Money can buy many books.
It can't find them.
Sure it can. I wouldn't have checked that room if I didn't think there was money in it. There could have been books in there too.
You see Mortar stairs going upward that seem to have like some rubble that's been kind of pushed on it, and some of it looks kind of formed from what must have been a cave-in that occurred a long while ago. Is someone snoring?
Yeah, Abaddon.
Is it Abaddon?
Abaddon.
Is that real?
Abaddon.
Wait, is that real?
It may be real. It may be real. This has happened before.
Yeah, Abaddon falls asleep during
super
sessions
long
sometimes.
time.
That was part of the reason why he was playing balloons,
Okay.
probably, because he does.
Context-
He used. Sorry.
They do live in
Am I
Germany.
asleep?
You
They
definitely
say-
were. You definitely were, bro. 100%.
Oh my gosh! Don't scare us like
What's
that.
that? How can you say I was definitely asleep? Because last
Because
time I was
someone was
asleep,
snoring.
I got called like 42 times by Norma.
No. It was in a brief moment, and then like we heard you snoring. That was the whole bit. We didn't ask you your name and didn't respond or anything. It was just we just heard snoring and knew it was
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This is generalization.
to finish what I said,
Racism.
Mortar, you see what looks like a stairway up that looks like it was caved in a good bit. Which could possibly be something that leads all the way up to the crypt and therefore the graveyard, possibly. Oh, you do see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what looks like the head of a skeletal horse at a height that would imply that it may be attached to a body. And you also hear some kind of rattling of sorts a little farther down.
So far.
Go on.
And you do hear like mild skeletal sounds, I would say. What did you would you ask?
So Mort be stood there with kind of like just fucking gesturing forward to Hazel, going, go on.
Gesture.
Albeit
What do you want from me?
I mean, you could take the lead.
I'm simply looking around. I'm not leading anything. There's a pathway down here I was going to take a look at. Since you all seem to be gunning down the main road, I figured I'd take the side ones. To be clear, I think she also sees it, but she's not letting on. Because I see it, Lily, or the player sees it. She's not saying shit. I'm just gonna go down this little hallway. Ignoring that. Oh. I see a second that. Whoops. I can't ignore that one.
You're not trying hard enough, then.
It looks like there's hostiles in either direction, presumably. So I'm just going to stand here until one of you guys decides to do something.
Well, how many and in what direction?
1 and 1.
One
Behind
and
and
one.
from forward. And she's actually going to point, just like draw a little line. Like that. One behind, one forward.
It's unclear if they notice you or not. They're definitely they move their heads like just kind of slightly a little bit. Oh wait, you noticed that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I see.
Hazel,
I see the one to my
you see a
southwest.
big green, vaguely gooey thing, but not like a ooze. It looks like, you know, like
slug.
a weird, yeah, a big old slug boy.
And do you carry salt?
Hang on, do I? I don't think so.
I heard if you sprinkle it on slugs, they kind of dissolve.
I don't think I have salt.
One thing you need. Unbelievable. Alright.
So we've got a slug to the south and that to the north.
Big fucking horse skeleton.
I think there's more
Slug
than
seems
one.
to slowly creep a little closer, but it's unclear if it's actually, you know, hostile or not.
What does the skeletons or the slug?
The slug does. The skeletons just seem to kind of like they move their heads slightly, but they don't. You have not noticed one that seems to have moved like suddenly or anything quite yet, or wait, it's unclear. That they might be peaceful. You do not know.
Personally, I think the slug might be easier to deal with since it is slow. Would you all like to take care of that with me?
When did you decide you were the leader?
I'm literally asking for help. If you want to lead, then lead. I'm simply taking the initiative
Absolutely not.
because I
Please
want to
no.
get through
Never.
things.
Never. That's Mortar's job.
Then Moritar, whoever the fuck, which one of you that is, lead.
Why is I'm not that official of a group. I kind of got lost from kind of, you know, ran a bit away every day, but like, is Moritar really the leader of your group?
Apparently, this is news to me.
He's the smartest one. It's the smartest one.
I look at Nornalis just grimace.
Oh, wait.
I wouldn't
just
say
like,
they're
wow, they
leader.
really don't think you're the smartest.
I would just say that they are the most sturdy of us, so therefore they take the lead. I think we're a hodgepodge group of... Yes.
Then someone take the lead because I want to kill this slug, or I don't know, I want to see what's up.
I mean, you could just look up.
She looks up.
Yeah. Victorian will fly up above her. And just like do a little spin.
Nornalis
A very
feels her
polite wave.
lungs.
Whose?
You, while you were looking up, it said gullible on the ceiling.
I steal them back because I'm a rogue.
I already ate them. No.
See, it's funny. There is something on me you could take that would basically act as taking my lungs, but nah, don't worry about that.
Steals your liver.
No, it's not my liver. It's more important than that. Anyway,
Central nervous system?
keep guessing. Anyway,
Pig's wallet.
Oh, that
Is
looks like
Abaddon
a nightmare. Hey, Slimy. Slimy.
So you get up close to it, and the thing like kind of moves its head up, and you watch as its like two eye tendrils, like its eye stalks, kind of bounce at each other, like kind of tap each other a little bit, and then it kind of looks up to you, and then starts to raise its body upwards somewhat, like it's still
You stay down. You stay right the fuck down.
Do an animal handling check. If you're trying to get it to stay down.
can I give the help?
You
Actually,
don't
no.
seem to be. It doesn't seem to be helping. You kind of stick with your vocal means and move your hands about, but you don't like do too much more than that. And it obviously can't understand common.
Alright. I tried being political about this. Stay the fuck down or I'm gonna rip your goddamn eye stalks off.
Woo, Abaddon!
You can roll an intimidation check, but based off maybe tone of voice, but that's if it has a high enough intelligence to understand that. It might be in vain.
It's his last chance. Either this or he dies.
Can I make an animal handling check on it?
You can get. What you intended to try to do? Or your
Kind
goal
of
when you
just
did
get
it?
it to like calm down.
Okay.
Ooh, me or the slug?
Or what do you want to like try to go up and
Um,
touch it, or like try to pet it and be like, "Calm down, boy," or like something like that?
I'll do it from afar first to gauge it.
In what way? Like speech?
I'll like
or
hold
go
up my
over to-
hands and like I'll do like I'll talk in like a you know that baby voice you do when you're trying to like calm an animal.
Hi, sweet boy. Hi. You want a little treat? Something like
Yeah.
that.
Hey yo, pause. But
I'm talking
yeah,
like to
something
a
like
dog.
that.
My God, don't.
What did you call me? Sorry.
It's
But,
just a persona meme. Down bad. Playing it on loop.
Oh lord.
God.
I roll an
Oh,
18,
this serves
by the
full of
way.
bottoms.
But no.
Anyway.
Okay.
Oh,
Nah, no,
Okay.
that is
You will-
slander.
so-
Actually, I should.
Okay, well,
Switch in front
definitely
of
this
it.
thing looks a little spooked because of Abaddon, at least mildly. Albeit it's hard to tell because it's a slug, so it doesn't have a normal face. So, Victorion, do roll animal handling. Your attempt.
Okay, guys, I need you all to pray for me. That's not good at all. That's a 14.
It's not terrible. Like you aren't sure if it's doing much, but it does seem to slowly kind of lower its body a little bit and start to slug off slightly.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
If you
Yeah,
want to
that's
get
okay.
closer, you could try more, but I'm not sure what you have to be specific on what goal you're trying to achieve.
I'm just trying to get it to like almost like subdue it.
Subdue it?
Like try just to get it to like chill, just to like make sure like it just won't be harmful to us.
Okay.
Avalon puts the shield on
mean-
his back and grabs his axe of gluttony with 2 hands.
Abaddon,
already
Abaddon,
subdued it.
we're okay. Sorry, continue.
You could. Sorry, you can. Okay. No. Okay. Now, do you want to get a little closer and try to? I guess if you could reach out and touch it, you could try to do another
Yes.
animal handling check, and I would say you.
Oh yeah,
could
I'll float towards
push
it and
or
touch it.
Try to like push it a little bit, see if it does anything, or like
Yeah, I'll just
Hand off.
place a hand on it.
like
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. I'm gonna die.
If you're not one, that would be bad, but you know.
That's an 18.
So you managed to kind of do that, and it seems to kind of get a message. You're not sure if it's definitely a message, but maybe you overachieved a little bit because it seems to kind of start to slowly move backward, kind of moving its way, and it kind of theoretically cheerfully kind of moves its eyeballs again, like bounces it back to each other. You're not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, and that's not due to like just skilled animal handling, but more so your lack of dealing with giant slugs. Albeit, wait. It's in. I mean, maybe you've probably seen like. Okay, quick question. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
those of you who live in like Northern Europe, I get you guys kind of do. Are there big slugs there? Not like giant, like like something like the size of like a banana slug, or like vaguely.
Like half a banana. Maybe like 3/4.
Okay, I don't mean the size of an actual. I mean, there's a creature called a banana slug. My point is, I was gonna be like, maybe Victorian has seen slugs in the forest that were big, and maybe these things this is just a cave version or something. And she could be like, or they can be like, sorry for misgendering your character. That's not fun. They can be like, oh, slug experience, yeah. Which I guess they kind of might have some of that, and also they probably have some normal slugs, which given their height, or I guess, are in a different circumstance. Okay, but either way, the slug moves back and keeps doing so, and kind of seems to kind of clear out of the way.
See, not everything needs to be solved with violence. And he specifically turns around and glares at Moritar.
The beef is real.
Thank you for non-hostily dispatching that. I'm going to keep going this way.
Perfect.
Oh look, another chest.
This one looks kind of old, a bit decrepit. It has some slight like brass sidling, but it looks like it's been scraped away a little bit, at least part of it.
Are we getting close to ending, by the way?
We
I have to
can
go
end
make
right now
dinner.
if you want.
Can we open the chest before we end?
Sure, yeah.
Is
I was waiting until we get to like a 30-minute mark, and we just did what we did like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, you can try. You would like to open it?
Sure,
It
I'm
does
not
not
gonna test
appear
if
to be
it's a
locked.
mimic.
Okay. You managed to open it. It does not appear to mimic. Even if you didn't really. Well, but you did get to decide. You find like some linens that look kind of fall apart as you touch them. You find about like 15 gold, and then you see a couple books which are not in good condition. Like they're actively like molded out to kind of almost like an ashy condition due to like how decrepit the pages are. And you find a crowbar that looks, it's old, but it looks like a decent condition crowbar. That has the some type of name or something engraved into it. In like an older version of Common that's kind of with some mixture of some other languages mixed in a little bit, so it's not directly easily readable. Could you do a intelligence check?
Solid.
You can't quite muster
Zero.
Woo,
figure out
let's
what it is.
go!
A
Let's go!
zero.
Best roll of the game. Best roll
That's
of
a
the game.
fucking zero. I think I forget how to speak for a bit. I no longer speak any languages.
Okay. Do you want to have someone look at it more, or do you want to end right now?
We can pick up next session.
Okay. Okay. So before we go, let's do boom points. This was a fun session. It was. I was even expecting you guys to kind of like weirdly quickly get in here or take your time because of circumstances. Also, I will be clear. You guys could have taken. It was definitely possible for you to have gotten all the fire newts and the giant to help you. That could have happened. Which I was planning on having some special setup if you did do that, because that would be a very different kind of.
Something you need to understand is most of this party is not charismatic, and the one person that was not here. That was never gonna happen.
Oh, no. But even then, like the newts offered you, and you guys turned them down, which might have been the right thing to do, because it might not. Have been.
Yeah, we're not gonna get the little guys hurt.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I like this session. I'm going to. I think I like. For Hazel kind of putting up with the long kind of introductory long bit before they kind of got in, and then kind of sliding in pretty well, I'm gonna give Hazel my boom point. And also I like your character's voice. I will you go kind of voice and go about your character. I enjoy that.
Thank you. I wanted to give her a bit more of a not regal, but like she has a tone to her voice of she is above you and she hates that she's talking to you. That's the vibe I want her to have of just like I'm too good for this shit.
Bit of a snob.
Bit of
There's
snob,
more
yeah.
I could add, but I won't add more, just in case someone else wants to cover something. But yeah, that's my boom point. Who wants to go next? Otherwise, I'll assign someone.
I don't entirely know how the system
Victorian.
works, so someone else go, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Victoria, and then I'll kind of get to you. Wait a second.
I really want to give mine to Moritar because Moritar had me cracking up. It was good to actually. Moritar doesn't really speak much in sessions unless something big is happening. So it was good to actually see Moritar talk in casual conversation. And the pure sass, the pure sass combined with Hazel's made this a really funny session. And I really like this party so far.
Okay, good.
You're a
Yay.
genocider, you're a murderer. Moritar proceeds to just sit there and point out.
Refuses to elaborate.
It was so funny. Everyone's like, you murdered how many people?
And he's like, don't care, I'm putting it away.
Don't care to enough. L plus ratio.
I was thinking the exact same thing as Mortar's L plus ratio.
So, a
Mauled.
brief description of boom points, just for our new player. The whole idea is you are basically giving a point to kind of congratulate a player for RP in some way or another. The idea could be like, oh, I really like how you did this scene, or I really like how you chose that funny line, or I like how you voiced your character more broadly, or something specific. or sometimes it can be like, oh, I'm happy. It's good the way you kind of dealt with that situation. That might have been something that might have been like slightly out of character or something, or like the fact that like it kind of took a while for us to introduce your character, but you kind of swooped the role really well, like stuff like that.
Then I know who I want to give my boon point to, if I am allowed to give one out super early.
Yeah, you can give one out. Yeah, that's fine. You can give one out any second.
I think I would like to give mine to Victorion for creating a very interesting way of me getting my character in, and also having a very nice rapport and like very easy to RP with.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I get scared about RPing most of the time.
Why?
I can't get enough of it, as you can see by me just randomly typing in chat like Hazel Frog blinks at the party because y'all are talking a bunch of fucking nonsense.
But by the way, we do have. Oh my god.
Abaddon's asleep again.
Hey, Abaddon was gonna do their boom points. Okay, well. Honestly, I don't have to. We don't necessarily have to wake him this time. I can just add him.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Oh, you are okay. Okay.
Real. I think he's just doing it to fuck with us.
Okay, Abaddon, what's your boom point? What boom point do you have to give? Oh, you're just breathing. Okay. Or you said something. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna guess that's what you said.
I gotta give mine to Hazel because I feel bad for letting her wait like 3 hours before she even got to talk.
You're not necessarily at fault for that.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I did have the ability to jump in whenever I wanted. It simply was just like, alright, well, I missed that window, I'll check the next one. Ah, fuck, I missed that window, I'll take the next one. And it just kept going like that for 2 hours. Okay. But that's fine. I was enjoying just kind of listening to you guys talk.
We can frame my boom point mostly being about the voice, I guess. Just the other thing of it is you're not supposed to give it for the same reason someone else did, or at least you have to frame it a little differently to some extent. I mean, well, yeah, okay. Basically. The idea is you're supposed to kind of... It's not supposed to be like, oh, this person did a cool thing and then everyone congratulates them for that thing. It's meant to be a kind of like, one person did it, okay, we got it, good.
It's not a circle jerk.
Yeah. Mortar?
I'm gonna give it to Abaddon.
Yay.
Why?
The only character that isn't shitting on Mortar.
Shut up! It's warranted.
It's nice. I mean, because they've been around the longest, like, and also Abaddon has reason to trust Mortar, even if Mortar has done some questionable things. Like, they have, like, they also were directly, like, kind of along with the hand thing the whole time as well. And I don't know to what extent Mortar told them about it.
Also, the fact
that despite circumstances, like, that more recent thing, that more recent group could have been a threat. They were kind of like, it wasn't, definitely, but it was something that could have been a threat. Albeit the repercussions may have been a bit more intensive, but you could have known, or you could have guessed actually, but yeah. Was it gone? Normalus?
Yes, hello, Normalus here. I'm going to give my...
What's up, chat?
I'm going to give my point to Abaddon for triggering my in-character fight or flight response when he got incredibly confrontational with Claire. Normalus was about to fucking knock him back. Like, I was literally pouring through my spells. I'm like, you better just calm the fuck down or I'm gonna knock his ass back. Like, you are way too hostile, way too fast. You need to fucking knock it down. But like you were triggering my inner Normalus. I'm like, you need to simmer down, kid.
My favorite part is anything happening, it'd be the two fucking melee characters against everybody else, more or less. It's just like, oh no.
Oh no.